Damn, this takes long as hell. There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Open Gym. Welcome back, Doma. Long time no see.
I know, right?
Yeah, welcome to Open Gym. Before we get into anything, do you have the results from last week's draft? Do you have the straw poll available to you to look at the results?
I can pull them up real quick, yes.
Yeah, I believe we spoke about it. I believe Killer won, but I would like to know the margin of victory.
Gotcha. I will pull it up right now.
Yeah, but hello, everyone who's.
I honestly didn't even check it. That's crazy. I honestly forgot about that whole draft.
We got another draft tomorrow.
Assumed I won and moved on.
Oh yeah, you did not win from what I've seen from the poll, but maybe it's changed in recent times. I believe you lost. Yeah, I believe you lost.
Tough, man. Voters don't know ball. And that's crazy. I tweeted it out to my audience. Insane.
Yeah, another draft where you lost. I mean, you're just not good at making teams.
No, whoa. The first one, I won them. But
if anything, you tied. But I mean, I guess. I guess.
No. We tied after the fact. When the show ended,
the poll was still there. I don't know what to tell you. The poll was still there. We tied.
No. Fake poll. But here is the results. Here's the results. Do we see them? Let me pull them up. Boom.
There you go.
Here's the results. Killer did officially win.
I was close.
And you were second, followed by me third. Okay, I finished top 3. Only other person with double-digit votes. Yeah. Then Amir's team, Duncan's team, Ken's team. Everyone got a vote, so that's good. At least no one went.
They voted for themselves. We know that. They voted for themselves.
Oh,
they were their only
vote. They can't beat the allegations.
They were their only vote.
So at least Ken, Duncan, and Amir's teams got actual votes, unless they made multiple accounts. Then it's
if you made multiple accounts, that's crazy. But we're just gonna assume they got votes. We're gonna assume they got votes. But congratulations to Killer for winning. I gotta see. He had Kareem, Bird, and Jordan, so people were just forgetting about the fact that they're actually bums and just
seeing names.
Yeah. But today we're going to talk about. I don't know if you've been paying attention to obviously the off-season NBA tour. The thing that propelled me to make this title was a certain tweet I seen the other day. I'm gonna share it with the people. This guy's gonna get free promo. He's not like a real media person or anything. But this guy, run with Fox. I'm taking prime DeMarcus Cousins over Joel Embiid. We are at the part of the offseason where you start hearing about how good Boogie Cousins would be, how good Derrick Rose would be, how good Brandon Roy would be, how good insert any player who got derailed by injuries, how good they would be, and how in fact they're better than insert superstar of today's game. And they actually clear, but they got hurt or it didn't have a good enough team or whatever the case may be. And that is what I wanted to talk about today. This is not just this run with Fox guy. Obviously, he has 25,000 likes. But, I mean, you could read this. This guy, Prime Boogie, was a monster on both ends, cap, and wasn't a flopper, cap, but 328 likes. I mean, I guess. And then they don't know how good he was. Hell of a debate. This is factual. All of those things. We're at the point in the offseason where we're going to start lying about guys who just got derailed by injuries. Not to just harp on Boogie Cousins. That was just the one I'd seen that really propelled me to make this. But it applies to a bunch of guys who dealt with injuries. But Domo, you shaking your head. Why is that? I can't hear you, but why is that?
Oh, that's crazy. You call it lying? I call it off-season boardom, man. Listen, who says they're lying? Do people really know how good Prime DeMarcus was? That's a good question. That's a great question.
He was cool.
I think defensively he wasn't that crazy though.
He was bad. He was bad, but
yeah,
he's not Embiid.
Yeah. I think that's where the main separator is defensively. Embiid clearly.
I don't think any non-board person would argue that with you.
He's better offensively too.
Yeah, that's why I say we in the NBA off-season nostalgia carousel. When there's nothing to talk about, we end up just getting to this point where you're gonna start hearing nonsense.
I mean, the worst take I heard this week was the Celtics dude. What he had to be trolling.
I mean, the Celtics beat the Warriors. I mean, if you think about it,
the Celtics saying Jayson Tatum is the best 26-year-old ever, like just.
I mean,
now when he had though,
I mean, based off
26-year-old.
his logic,
I mean, who are you going to use?
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Name a better 26-year-old.
You gonna say?
Go ahead, football.
You're gonna say.
I'm not gonna do this. There's so many.
Name. Okay,
name two. Name two. There's so many. Name two.
Dude, bro. Kevin Garnett's a better 26-year-old than fucking.
Are you saying that factually, or you just saying that?
What year was KG 26?
I actually don't know.
So then why can you say something if you don't even know if it's true?
No, but I'm saying by 26 years old, KG was a better player.
But do you know don't even know when he was 26.
It was. I mean, he hit his. It was by 04. He was 26, right?
Was he?
Was he? Or was he older than 26?
I'm still.
He came into the league.
How can you say you're taking KG? You don't even know the year you're taking.
I'm still taking KG over Jayson.
He came into the league.
Now what?
But you don't even wait. So are you taking rookie KG?
He came into the league 95, right? 95.
95. So then you should know what year you're talking about. You can't just say I'm taking KG and not know the year you're talking about.
I'm gonna take KG at 26. You're being.
But you don't know when he was 26.
Stop.
What if he was averaging 17? What if he was averaging 17? Like, you don't know what he was doing.
I'm still taking KG.
What are we stopping?
I'm still taking KG's skill set and effect on the game over Jayson Tatum.
You don't know what his skill set was at 26.
What if he genuinely didn't have a better season than Jayson Tatum at 26?
I'm still taking KG's skill set and whatever.
What if you never watched the dribble of 26-year-old KG?
What year was KG 26?
I'm looking at him right now.
You tell us. You said it.
Yeah, you're the one who said you were taking him. You should probably know what year
you're
taking.
I got it pulled up right now, but I'm gonna let you answer.
You can't be like, yeah, I'm taking this guy, and then not know what version of this guy you're taking, and just be talking.
That's disingenuous. He's 48 right now, so damn, he's 48.
Damn, he's 48 now.
So 22 years ago was 2000, and yeah, I'm taking that version of KG. Sorry.
What's that version?
What year was it?
It's like 02, 03, I think.
Okay, 02, 03. Tell me how many games of the Timberwolves you've watched from 02, 03.
Bro, I didn't watch like all the games. I told you.
So then how do you know? No, I said how many have you watched? I never said all of them. How many have you watched? 02, 03 Timberwolves.
Maybe like just playoffs, probably like less than 10 or 10.
Who'd they play in the playoffs that year?
Dude, ow.
Are these not important questions?
I'm sorry. If niggas asking you questions about the shit you say gives you a headache, you should stop talking. I'm sorry. This is crazy.
I didn't say
you are sighing like your head is hurting for thinking about what you have to thinking about the shit you're saying. You are literally sighing every question.
I'm
there's
an
issue.
I don't recall. I mean, he finished I can look it up. He finished second MVP and do all that stuff, and then he was MVP in 03, 04. Like, what are we doing? Like, Jayson Tatum was never.
But my issue is okay. I think KG plays me.
I just know what KG's skill set.
You are talking about something you haven't watched.
Oh my god, I did watch KG. I think I watched enough KG to make a determination.
In 03? In 03?
Why are you guys? Y'all just doing this because it's me. That's the only reason.
I would have said
you're the only one.
Yeah, no.
You're the one who said KG.
If anyone else would have said KG is better than Jayson Tatum, you guys wouldn't prize.
No, I would have asked them the same thing.
And we would have said what year? What year?
And then if they would have known what year, then I would have said how much have they watched.
Like 02, 03. Did you guys yesterday didn't know the exact years that when they compared 26-year-old LeBron and all those other players that they talked about? You guys didn't know the exact year off the top of your head.
I don't know who you guys are. I wasn't there yesterday.
Yeah, and then we got into it, and you picked KG.
This is weird.
And then we found out it was 02, 03.
This is weird.
I then asked you how much of 02, 03 Timberwolves you've watched. You said, I don't know, maybe a playoff series. I then asked you who they played in the playoffs.
Mars, hold on, because he feels bullied and targeted. So that's fine. No, football, you're right. Football, you're right. We're bullying you, we're jumping you. It's cool. Nassim, do you feel like there's any 26-year-old better than Jayson Tatum at 26?
I said KG.
Can you name? No. Football. It's cool. We're not jumping you. Nassim, can you name us anybody that you feel at 26 is better than Jayson Tatum? Their 26-year-old season. Who you got?
26. I would have to pull up just to make sure, but I think Steph was 26. I think Steph was 26 when he started doing that nonsense. That was right.
Steph was 26, his first MVP.
Yeah,
Michael won his first MVP by 24,
just to make
right?
Just to make sure that was his first MVP year.
So 2015 Steph is better than Jayson Tatum now.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. And you watched 2015 Steph?
Yeah, like a lot, like a lot. I watched them starting 2013.
Oh, see, the same questions I asked football. He just ain't get offended.
And I answered them. I said I watched 10, and then you just kept prying.
You didn't. Okay, it's cool. It's cool. Hey, Mars, we don't want to be bullies. It's cool, man. Yo, Dev.
I really didn't.
Same question. Who do you feel had a better 26-year-old season?
If I remember, was James Harden? I think James Harden was like 26 in like around 2015, 16. That's the year the Warriors won 73 games. And
he was a dog. Yeah.
And I think he was like, he was he was an MVP candidate.
That was the year the Rockets won 41 games because they were dealing with problems.
But I still think Harden was like offensively, like even though they had dealt with problems, Harden offensively was just still insane outside the trajectory. I think he's just a better scorer, playmaker than Jayson Tatum, and I think his impact. He had a way worse team than Tatum.
Damo, can I ask you a question?
So I can make an argument with him.
Yeah, fuck Dev, I guess.
Can I ask you a question?
Fuck what he's saying.
No, that was correct. You explained it. Can I ask you a question? Who's better at 26, Kareem or Jayson Tatum?
That's a crazy.
I'll have to see Kareem's 26-year-old season. I would assume Kareem, but I wouldn't be
cool.
What year was Kareem? What year? Yeah, what year was Kareem 26?
Cool.
I'm asking the same question. What year was Kareem 26?
Yeah. I'm looking at it. I'm about to look for it right now.
Are dragging JT like this? Like you will find at least 20, 30 player better than him at this age.
My issue is picking players you ain't watched. That's my issue.
Thank you. But the point is, if you're gonna say something, be honest about why you're saying it, or at least have some evidence to back it up.
Like I said, I agree. KG was better.
Do you want me to name? Did you just want me to name the typical names that makes his argument made that dude's argument stupid? I want you to name
guys you watched. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So LeBron, Harden, Kevin Durant. You want me to keep going? Like, what are we doing?
When was LeBron 26?
Oh my god.
2018.
What years were they 26? We just did. No, you can't say, "Oh my god." We just did this with 2 other people. We just did it with 2 other people.
2012, bro. Okay.
Can I have another one?
2012 was LeBron's 27th season.
It was 11.
So another 26-year-old that I thought was better than
So 2011 was the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah.
Still better. So what are we doing here?
No, that's fine. No. You can think he's better. Once again,
we're just addressing what year it was.
If we're having a conversation, about who's better at certain age.
How are we being weird? Because we want to specify who we're talking about, what year we're talking about, what season we're talking about. What are we doing?
Yeah, like it's the whole crutch of the conversation is a certain age. If someone brings up a player, it's important to know what year we're talking about.
So Damo, how much of Kareem have you watched when he was 26? How many games?
The 26-year-old season?
Of Kareem.
At most, maybe 2 of Kareem.
Okay. So who's better, Jayson Tatum or Kareem at 26?
Based off the numbers, I would say Kareem.
Oh, okay, cool.
Wait,
football. Can I tell you can I tell you the difference real quick?
Wait, hold on.
You asked him about Kareem. He ain't bring up Kareem randomly.
Thank you. Thank you. You asked me about Kareem. You brought Kareem to the table at 26. I went then to see Kareem's number, and I was honest about how much Kareem I watched. The difference is you brought up Kevin Garnett, and you said when Martin said, "How much have you watched?" I watched enough. No, how much did you watch? I probably watched the playoffs. No, you said I watched the playoffs. Who did they play in the playoffs?
I don't recall.
We're being weird. Like you're not giving no real answers. You're just saying shit to pass by.
Okay.
And now you think you got a trap card because you're asking me about a specific player that I don't know much about, and I'm like, honest about it.
But the thing is,
I'm not going to say I just don't know.
You didn't elaborate at all why Kareem was better. You just said,
because I don't know. I'm not going to lie like a goofy about shit I don't know about. I'm not gonna just.
I didn't lie. I said
he
still at that time provided way better defensive.
You said Kevin Garnett. Nigga said, what year was he 26? Shit, I don't know, but I'll just take him. Is that not just talking? That's not even elaborating.
Okay.
You just said, I'll just take him. I don't.
Y'all got it.
Kevin Durant was injured in 2015, right?
He was injured in 2015.
Okay, sorry. Now,
how much out? No, it's 15 or 14.
I can't say he's better than him because he only played like 20-something games.
Man,
like,
KD on one leg is better than Jayson Tatum.
I don't want to be too nasty. That's why I'll give him some grace because he only played.
Which year we are talking about?
Who said 26-year-old Jayson Tatum is the best player?
Jack
on the panel. But yeah, just to clarify,
he's probably the most accomplished.
Just to clarify, I believe it's cap. Jayson Tatum isn't he's not very high at all in terms of 26-year-olds. My issue is not with disagreeing with the names that have been said. My issue is speaking on players that either we haven't watched or we don't even know when they were 26 and just saying them. That's my issue. It's about having a genuine conversation.
Okay, cool.
And I think those things are important.
You know what would happen, Mars? You know what would happen if I would have said LeBron or some of these other dudes? Oh, you're just glazed. That's exactly what.
No, would have asked you what year. We just would have asked what year.
I would have asked you the same thing. Cool. When was LeBron 26? Cool. How much of LeBron at 26 did you watch?
Cool.
Unfortunately, you started with Kevin Garnett, so now it looks
like almost all of his games. I've watched almost most of LeBron's games. It's fair. So
okay, then I think you're entitled to use LeBron James. I don't think you should talk
about. Can I use KD?
That's how I mean. Say, hey man, 26-year-old Oscar Robertson for real, and then I've watched 4 Oscar Robertson games. Why would I do that? That's my issue. Not with the fact that KG is actually better than Jayson Tatum. I think everyone agrees KG is better than Jayson Tatum. That wasn't my issue. It's about being genuine in the things we're talking about and talking about things that we are informed about. That's what I think we should try to do. That's all I'm saying. So, but anyway, can we get back to nostalgia talks?
Sure. Shout out to Danny Granger.
Shout out to Danny Granger. Danny Granger will be brought up at some point in this offseason for sure.
Hell, what you call it? Josh Smith getting brought up. Jeff Teague has a clip talking about how good Josh Smith would be in today's league. So you're right. It's peak boredom.
He's chucking them threes, man.
I want to ask you, how good is DeMarcus
not very good.
How good is DeMarcus Cousins, guys? In your opinion?
Like in terms of today's game, or like
in today's game, he's playing in the league. What's DeMarcus Cousins? What's his standing? How good is he?
He's a top 10 center.
Afternoon, fellas. Afternoon. I give him top 5. I give him top 5 center.
I give him top.
I was actually having this discussion earlier. You're building a championship team. Who are you taking, DeMarcus Cousins or Chet Holmgren? Legitimately. Okay.
Without thinking twice.
Cousins is better than Sabonis.
Chet played 1 year.
Chet.
Just because of the defensive impact. Just because of the defensive impact football. Afternoon,
but I think that'll be hard for you. I think it'll be hard for you to put DeMarcus top 5 because of just that. The defensive impact of a lot of guys that are currently top 5 outside of Jokic. Who are you going to put him above because of that? Because if Mars is saying he'll take Chet and no one is disagreeing, who's coming out that top 5 for DeMarcus Cousins right now?
To me, it's just 1 year at Chet.
He's not better than Bam then. He's not better than 80 then. He's not better than Wemby.
Absolutely, he's not.
Exactly. That's 3.
Not better than Jokic.
That's the 4. That's the offensively player, and boom. So how is he top 5? To the people that said top 5, how is he top 5?
I have one question to you all. Sabonis or
I don't have him.
Sabonis or DeMarcus Cousins? Who do you all think is better?
I think that's the bar. If Sabonis is 6, I'll take DeMarcus Cousins at 6.
How about Jared Allen?
I can hear it. Jared Allen, I got DeMarcus over Jared Allen.
Yeah, DeMarcus.
Boogie not bad. Boogie not bad in some game, but
I think I would take Sabonis over DeMarcus Cousins.
Why?
I can't see that.
I think I'm taking Cousins over Sabonis.
The guy who said Sabonis over Cousins, why?
So it's Kenny, and the reason why I think I'd take Sabonis over DeMarcus Cousins is not just on the field play. I'm a very big fan of the playmaker that DeMontis Sabonis is over DeMarcus Cousins, and also I'm aware DeMarcus Cousins isn't just his highlights. Like you watch him, he takes a lot of plays off on defense, especially when he gets upset. You can't just take DeMarcus Cousins, the best version of DeMarcus Cousins that we see. You got to take everything with that. And I feel like DeMarcus Cousins is a good complementary piece to another star. And I think Domantas Sabonis, you can just build around him without any of the extra headaches when it comes to him as a person that comes with it, when especially with how it affects it on the court. With him playing to the refs or getting a lot of fouls, things of that nature, and his plays he takes off and lack of effort on defense. Domantas Sabonis isn't a good defender, but I never feel like Domantas Sabonis is someone who lacks defensive effort. He's just not really good at it. Same thing with Jokic. I'd much prefer someone who at least tries on defense versus someone like DeMarcus Cousins who's just his motor is very inconsistent. So I think I'd take Domantas Sabonis over that.
Can I just ask real quick? Do you feel like the problem with his motor came from playing on those Sacramento teams that genuinely weren't doing him any favors? Because at least from my memory, and maybe I'm just misremembering, when he got to the Pelicans, it was kind of a perceived thing like, okay, he is actually giving more effort now that he's on a better team. Now, you can say it's because they're better defensively, so it makes it look better for him. But if you give a guy incentive to actually try night in, night out, they actually will. Is that fair, or am I just bugging?
I think it kind of goes into that point that I was saying when I was defending from a point for Sabonis. I think DeMarcus Cousins would be a great complementary piece. As he's going to New Orleans team, he was meeting up with Anthony Davis. So it's like, I think it's if he's with someone who is a good complementary piece, that's better. And you have a point where that effort comes in when he has someone who he can rely on, things of that nature. But when we're building around teams, I think a lot of things we do tend to forget about when we're talking about, hey, I want to build my team around. We just think, take these players' attributes and stats and put them on a team. How good are they? I am also taking consideration his actual mental with it as well. And I think I'd much rather have Sabonis, someone who I know is coachable, someone who I know is not just going to get pissed off all the time. I think I'd take Sabonis over that. On top of not just, just that, but also to Sabonis' game, I think it's just easier to build around than having someone like because I would love to add to someone else's team, but not build around him.
But okay, I don't want to hog up too much of the mic.
Anyone have a rebuttal?
I don't think you are going anywhere with both as their number one option. Like with Sabonis or Boogie, like ceiling ain't that high in playoff success.
I agree because I think they're both bad defenders. Like it's hard to build with a bad defender at the 5 unless you're transcendent offensively. I think, and even I don't think Jokic is bad. I think he's average, maybe slightly above, depending on the effort level. But Boogie was just, I think, undoubtedly bad, and Sabonis just is so bad of a rim protector that he's a negative on that side of the ball too. I don't think you build around either one. But I think it's easier to build with Sabonis than Boogie. But a lot of that is away from basketball skill. Boogie was actively a detriment to his team many times. I think that has to be a factor at some point. The amount of times.
Was he that on Pelicans though? When he have good environment around him?
I mean, factually, the Pelicans were better with him off the floor too. Factually.
Tough.
And you could argue,
I wouldn't call him as much of a detriment. I do think AD covered up a lot of his defensive mishaps, and he still would take plays off. And he did have his occasional horrible shot selection and all of those things. But in Sacramento, he was undoubtedly a detriment to his team many times. But skill for skill, I think Boogie is more skilled than Sabonis. But I just think but I think the other things do play a factor. It's not just intangibles in terms of the killer will. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Boogie would actively take plays off on both sides of the ball. Sabonis doesn't do that. Sabonis might not be very good defensively, but he doesn't take plays off. He won't just give up. He won't just foul intentionally because he doesn't feel like playing defense. He won't just let someone go right by him because, hey, man, I ain't got my touches on the other end or the ref ain't giving me my foul call, so I'm not going to guard this play. Boogie was doing that. And I know people weren't watching a 28-win Kings team, but Boogie was actively sabotaging his team many times. And that's something I can't respect that. I can't.
And that's the main reason. That's one of the reasons why that I brought that up. I was saying, with the Domantas Sabonis, I don't have to worry about that. With Boogie Cousins, I absolutely do. And
Man, when you are stuck in poverty team like that, the behavior is justifiable in my
Ain't you
opinion.
leave a comment apologizing for interrupting people on the last?
My bad.
Oh wow.
Carry on.
But I was going to finish up my point with that. Actually, I think I just lost my train of thought. But and also you can, even though this lacks a little bit of context and things of that nature, but if you want to be really nasty, you could say that the Kings immediately after he left did improve in their win percentages, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure they did win more games the very next season without him on the team.
They did.
The thing about like the whole. Go ahead.
If I remember correctly, let me check. I don't want to lie. So let me check. So Boogie was on the roster in 2017, right?
Yeah.
He then ends up getting traded midway through the season in 2018, right?
Yeah. At all
or was he traded midway through the season in 2017?
I think it was 2018.
He was traded midway through the season in 2017. Okay. With Boogie in the lineup that year, they were now I gotta do some stupid maths.
Gotta do the knowledge, my boy.
Oh damn. Okay. He played 55 games with the Kings that year. He won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So they were 24 and 31. So if we do that as a win percentage and for a whole season, that is so you gotta do
it's just under 50%.
Yeah, but we gotta make sure we get it 1000% right. So 24 by 59 times 100. So they won 43% of their games. So 82 times 0.43. 36 win pace, basically. 36 win pace. The next year, the Kings won 27 games. They did not get better. There we go. 27 games. They did not get better. So Boogie impact. Boogie impact. There you go. Boogie impact.
I was gonna say about the whole like he was in a bad situation, so he was kind of like giving grace to like have these like temper tantrums and like not play defense and give up on plays. There's been a lot of good players, great players who have been in bad situations who just did not do that. Like he's not the only player to ever had a bad situation as his 2017 Kings. Like I just don't get that argument. He was just like not like a very like mentally fortitude player. Like I'm not gonna say it's just
I have seen a lot of players like that throughout my life actually. Like Stefan Marbury, come from top of my head around Knicks. He was like that. Shaquille O'Neal was like that around 09, 08, where he essentially stopped playing defense because Miami and Phoenix sucked both of the year. Like many players are like that. I have seen it.
I do think there's players like that. I think there's players not like that. I think another thing about Boogie that seems to not be mentioned is how turnover prone he was.
Dude, he was averaging more turnovers than like James Harden, bro. Like
he was turning the ball over at crazy rates that for whatever reason doesn't get brought up. I think the allure with Boogie is at the time, the bigs in the league was shaky at best. Let's say shaky at best. And he's out there, 26 and 12 or something, 26 and 10. And he's shooting the three. Like he's not crazy efficient from three, but he's shooting the three. He playing in the mid range, all of those things. But
post game, come on.
Yeah, he posting up, he bullying, he bruising, he playing physical, all of those things. And then you ignore the fact that he was terrible around the rim. Terrible. He wasn't particularly efficient on mid range jumpers. He just took a lot of them, and he wasn't a great 3-point shooter. He just took some, which was like cool for a big. And even the passing is like, there's times he goes coast to coast and he makes a nice dime. There's also times where he gets doubled in the post and throws it to the fourth row. Like it was just a lot of he can do this, and then you ignore all the things.
He was really good at shifting his weight around and dribbling really well for his size. Like he was pretty shifty. he can move pretty decently well as a big man, like offensively. So it was like a different dynamic. And
he used his physicality. So.
Yeah, he uses physicality like a lot. So yeah, that's what I'm like.
But
my thing with DeMarcus Cousins is I just typically kind of relate it to like Jahlil Okafor. Like I feel like Jahlil Okafor was a era too late, and I feel like DeMarcus Cousins might have been an era too soon. I do believe a lot of the skill sets that DeMarcus possessed would have been better utilized in this era because although we do have a lot of post defenders, we don't see really a lot of elite post or rim protectors. And given the physicality, and I'm bringing it home with this point, guys. When you see the level of which Jokic and Embiid are able to throw their weight around on a lot of these guys, in particular, I believe, given the fact that we've mentioned that DeMarcus Cousins was physical in the post, I do believe he would have been. I do think he would have been better perceived, especially around the rim, given the fact that he would have been able to throw his weight around a tad bit more in today's game. When you look at guys like Jokic and Embiid, the way that they do so that's why I have that perception of DeMarcus from that standpoint.
I just don't know if DeMarcus is good enough offensively to justify building an offense around him.
I mean,
maybe that's where like the disconnect is. I don't.
I mean,
know.
he's not. He showed that.
Yeah,
in my opinion, he showed that. Well, I'm not gonna say he showed that because
the Kings ain't do a great job.
Yeah, the Kings ain't doing.
And at the same time, he didn't have the best situation, given the fact that you have a situation with him where we get Tyreek Evans, and then he can't control his quote unquote thug bandit mentality, and then right after that, you run into a situation where you get Rondo, and we all know how Rondo was at that moment in time. So when those are two guys on your team, where those are supposed to be the guys that are essentially supposed to help you. And then, like Donald has alluded to, at that time for that Kings team, the amount of draft picks that they just missed on time after time after time. It's like DeMarcus is a guy looking at that franchise like, what are we doing here? And particularly, what am I doing here? Kind of, sort of. So, that's just my perspective of the DeMarcus Cousins situation.
I do have a question after DeMarcus Cousins topic though.
No, I think you can ask it now. I think we spoke about Boogie.
Okay, it's like one of the players on the thumbnail, not Derrick Rose, because I think everybody kind of have their feelings there. It's more Brandon Roy, because I hear like the lore around him about how much of a fuck he was. I don't really remember much about him, to be honest, because I was like real young when he was playing. Was it like back in 07, 08 when he was like in the league?
He was rookie. He came in 06, 07 because he was rookie of the year in 2007.
Okay, so like,
and then he ended up like being an all-star, all-NBA by like year 2, year 3.
Okay, because I heard him like his game compared to Zach LaVine. I heard someone compare his game to Zach LaVine. I don't know if it's true or not.
He's not as explosive as Zach. He's more for me. Devin Booker's like
yeah.
So will he be a
shot maker? 6'6" though.
Would it be what?
Top 25 today's league.
Top 30 maybe.
Top 30.
Like, I don't have a top 25 list, but
we should probably just do guards, to be honest. To make it easier.
I think he's in like if you want to have the best shooting guard in the league conversation, I don't think he's just a tier below Mitchell and Booker and and Jaylen Brown if you consider him a 2.
That's what I was gonna say.
I think he's in that. I think he's in that group. Now is he at the top of the group? I don't know, but he's in that group. Like, I think you could make the argument for him at the top. You could make the argument for him at the bottom, just depending on the.
But he was nowhere near the tip of his potential. So.
Yeah, I mean, it derailed when he was like before he was 26, before he was Jayson Tatum's age. It was done. So
age 25, he went from like 21 points per game to like age 26, he went to 12. Like it was cooked for him. It was sad.
Yeah,
we ain't 2009, 2010 was his last.
He was in Portland, no?
He was
2010, 2011.
He was in Portland, that year because I remember
Portland lost him and Odin around the same time.
He retired 2011.
And then he ended up
No. In 2011, he was in playoff. He was playing Dallas.
He played against Dallas. And then he
is there a 2-1 lead in that series.
Last year was 2012, 2013.
And then he came.
He retired and came back.
Yeah, he retired and he came back to Minnesota. Yeah.
How was he talked about at that time? Because I remember a discussion in the panel, and Ron was way too high on him. He said him about Derrick Rose and Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, but Brandon Roy's from Seattle, so Ron has.
I'm about to say Ron's high on every Seattle basketball player. So,
there's a bias. There's a bias there for him. But he wasn't.
Let me tell you all, I was there for it, and if we all like some of us believe like if Craig Gordon was healthy and LA is there, LaMarcus Aldridge. If BR and Craig Gordon development went on as we thought it would be, like potential powerhouse from West, man. Potential powerhouse from West. Like they were so good. Like y'all need to watch his matches with Kobe Bryant around 08 and 09. Like impeccable stuff was there. Like I remember him really well.
I think Kobe said he was the only other player in the league who he looked at as having no flaws in his game. I think so. Like,
but he was cold.
I mean, like Loki. I mean, I don't think he's lying. Like, he could score. He could score from three. He could score in the mid range. He could post you up. He could pass. He could get to the basket. He could finish below and above the rim. Defensively, I don't think he was great, but offensively, I mean, there wasn't really anything he couldn't do. Like, he wasn't like we didn't have the ball on a string like Kyrie, but he would get to his spots. You weren't taking the ball from him.
I think when he got older though, he had more upside to it because he was 6'6", so he was gonna not be like a negative for his whole career.
Yeah, Brandon was stuff, but Killer's saying he was there. You in Portland?
What?
There, like, on the team type.
You said you was there. Like, what do you mean you was there? Like, you was watching or you was there?
Like, you was on the team type.
I was watching. Like,
oh, you said you was there.
I was
thought,
outside,
like,
man.
Yeah, I thought he was like just low key on the roster, and I was like, okay. Okay.
Only time I visited around that time was for the Cavs game, the Cavs Laker game at Christmas around 2009. I visited America for it to watch that.
You committed to the place.
Wait, was that the year where the crowd threw everything on the court?
No, I think that's 08.
That was
that was before that. That was 08. That was 08. But
you
yeah,
went to US to watch.
That's why he wanted to go the next year. That's why he wanted to go.
Yep. Fond memory, man.
Anyone want to talk about other nostalgia players? We could talk about Derrick Rose, but I know people get emotional.
I have one nostalgia player. I'm surprised no one talk about him yet. Like, he was absurdly popular. Tracy McGrady.
Oh wow,
that's because he's not nostalgic. He's not nostalgia. He really wanted that one.
Fake nostalgia, man.
He wanted that once, bro. Like he not nostalgia.
Like he's like
T-Mac was that guy. Like,
I wanted to check the temperature on a certain player.
What made the nostalgia player? Define it.
Someone who didn't get to that level, but they were on their way, or someone who was at that level and it was over within like a year or two. That's what
T-Mac fits that bill, no?
Like
over?
No, he T-Mac was like 6-7 years.
Wait.
He had an extended period.
Does it have to be due to health or like situation?
I mean,
either or.
More so health, but situation can play a part into it.
I was gonna say for situation I could argue somebody, but I don't know how I would like to ask or check the temperature.
Let me get my boy heat check. Let me get my boy heat check Turkey, man. He don't Turkaloo for real. Let's talk about it, man.
Steroid user, man. Get out of here, man.
What's wrong with steroids?
In basketball?
A lot of people's goat be using steroids, but I want to hear Nassim's basketball. I want to hear Nassim's temperature check. Nassim,
I was trying to see how y'all felt about Joe Johnson.
I said Joe.
Is
that nostalgia though?
He was a good player, dude.
His potential.
That nigga was nice, bro.
I wouldn't. Maybe it is nostalgia. I don't know if like this is an American, like if Americans are aware of like the term "streets won't forget." I don't know if like you guys are aware of that.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, in the UK in particular, for football, real football, the term "streets won't forget" is what you call a player who was never elite or never the best in the world. But if you were around at that time watching them, you knew how good they were. Like, they don't get enough respect now, 10 years, 15 years removed. But if you were around at that time, hood legend. There you go, hood legends. I think Joe Johnson fits more into that. That's why I think Joe Johnson.
Okay.
Joe Johnson's more
about y'all remember Larry Sanders?
Oh, I remember Larry Sanders. Yeah, I would say that's nostalgia.
That Larry Sanders.
Because his peak wasn't even super crazy.
I remember him from 2K.
No.
He was a dog.
He was just blocking shots crazy. That's what
literally. He was Hassan
defensively-
Whiteside without the empty stats appeal, I guess. Like niggas just didn't say it was empty stats. One for me.
Guys, would Nick Young qualify for this? Swaggy P?
Hood legend?
No.
I would say
I don't even know if he hood legend qualified.
I don't even know he's legend. That nigga's just.
He's not hood legend.
He's
He's all certified.
I don't know. Well, at one point, I will say, at one point in time, he was a hood legend. I will say he was a street. He was a hood all-star. I won't say a hood legend. He was a hood all-star.
Yeah, hood all-star. Hood
all-star.
I feel like Jalen Rose was like a hood type. I think Jalen Rose.
I don't think Jalen Rose was.
He ain't hood all-star. He's a hood legend. Like that man.
I mean,
respect Jalen Rose,
the original
please.
Jalen. I mean, that holds somewhere. The original Jalen.
I mean, people's name Jalen. Jalen Rose.
The first Jalen.
Jalen Rose was 2000 Pacer best player, by the way.
Pat saying some good names.
Let me highlight.
I was about to say Ben Gordon.
Ben Gordon,
OJ Mayo.
Ben Gordon, another UK legend. WWW.
Now OJ Mayo for sure. Yeah.
OJ Mayo. I mean, real ones know about Eric Gordon in high school. I mean, I ain't gonna talk about Michael Beasley.
You watched Jimmy High Roller video, didn't you? About him when he cooked Michael's son.
No, I just know about because that's the Michael Beasley.
Man, not too much on.
That's what I know. Like,
wait, Dumb, you said you had one, right?
Y'all forgot about my boy
PG
Ray
was
for
cold
Austin.
though.
What about Ray for Austin and Jameer Nelson? Ray for Austin, cuz.
I mean, Ray for. I mean, Skip to my Luo, hood legend for sure. Like,
Ty Lawson for sure.
He's an N1 legend. Of course, he's gonna be a hood legend. He's an N1 legend.
I'm about to just start naming random players like Stromile Swift.
Just for the dunk alone.
Stromile Swift actually will be a hood legend. Yeah, I'm about to say he would technically be the hood legend.
Kevin Martin, Luis Scola.
Stromile Swift got on that.
Kevin Martin, no.
Just from.
No, that's
Dion Waiters had a moment.
My boy Eddie House.
Oh,
hey man, shout out to
Now we're being generous. Now we're being generous with hood legends.
You know, respecting Sniper Eddie House.
No, I'm not respecting Sniper Eddie House. You wanna know why? Because any grown man that allows another grown man
don't say it, Damo. Don't say it, Damo.
Don't slap his headband off. I'm not respecting that.
But who slapped him though, Damo? But who slapped him though, Damo?
You some dirty N1 player slap you?
You just called him a hood legend.
You gonna let some dirty N1 player slap you? Am I cooking?
You just called him a hood legend, Damo.
Wait, Rudy?
We not respecting Eddie House. Are we respecting Jim Jackson? Are we respecting Jim Jackson, or is that too?
Jim Jackson.
You're not giving Jim Jackson respect.
Respect the Atlanta.
You don't remember Jim? You don't remember?
I'm not giving Jim Jackson
remember watching them bum Dallas Mavericks and Jim Jackson was putting up 20. You ain't see that?
I remember.
One guy that I think was so beautiful to watch was Tim Thomas. Man, his game was impeccable. Tim Thomas.
Sounds legendary.
I remember Jim Jackson getting his woman took. That's what I remember.
Oh my God!
Don't remember all the drama.
I mean,
that's what I remember.
Yeah,
Michael Red's a good one. Michael Red, yeah.
Jason Kidd took his bitch.
Was it Jason Kidd or Tony Parker? Which one was it?
It was Jason Kidd.
It was Parker, right?
It was the Mavs.
It was Kidd.
It was Brandberry and Tony Parker.
Jason Kidd's a bad guy.
We ain't know that.
Niggas wild just to beat him.
We ain't know Jason Kidd a bad guy.
I ain't do my homework.
Oh yeah, bro. These NBA players be dirtbags, bro.
J.R. Smith a hood legend, right?
Yeah, you heard it.
JR.
Nah, JR is a hood legend.
JR so tough.
JR and Iman.
Man, shout out to my
Ellis. That's a good one.
Shout out to my boy Michael Finley. We always forget Michael Finley for some reason. Shout out to my boy Michael Finley, man.
Two-time NBA champion Michael Finley.
Oh wait,
there's a reason we forget him.
Wait, what about Sean Livingston?
People talk about
he had cold game.
especially when they talk about.
Hey, respect. He was what, a top 5 pick in the draft? He was meant to be like the next point guard, man. 6'7".
Yeah, if he didn't get hurt, he would have been a hood.
Quite literally exploded me.
Yeah, that's one of the worst injuries I've seen. Brandon Jennings, another one.
That's a
shout out my boy
BJ.
One that
Josh Shelby.
The one that's not necessarily a good legend, but one that
Hey, the streets don't know about Josh Shelby, man. It's crazy.
That's a hood legend for real.
I have a question. Do you think there's
Josh Shelby? You don't know about Josh Shelby?
I mean, he wasn't in the league for that long.
He's a bucket.
I'm trying to think. Are there any players
Hey, he put in that work at Kansas, though. He put in that work at Kansas, though. So you gotta get credit.
I was an early mixtape watcher. I was an early mixtape watcher.
Yeah, but people not gonna be locked in because like he was in the league for maybe a year, maybe 2. Like he went around.
Yeah, he had a very short stint. Yeah, he had a very short stint. You would have to.
Nigga said Rashad McCants. Get out the chat, bro.
I mean, no, hey,
Rashad was tough.
We gonna act like Rashad was a nice.
Rashad have beautiful game. Rashad was good.
Are you not a UNC guy?
I am a Tar Heel guy. That's why I'm like.
Rashad just peaked early.
Rashad was good in NBA too. Let's not get that twisted. He have a 50-point per game season there in Minnesota. Like Rashad was cold.
I see what it is.
Hey, if 15 means you're cold, then Michael Beasley a Hall of Famer.
Hey, man.
Michael Beasley a hood legend too. I don't care.
I have a lot of respect.
I'm about to say he is the hood legend.
Yeah, like that's he the MJ of hood legends.
He's the one, nigga. He is the one.
That nigga's the Wilt Chamberlain of hood legends. He has hood legends about him.
He the Franklin Say of the.
Like Hood will never forget Michael Beasley. Hood will never forget him.
He's literally he's what Cam Reddish should have been.
Hey, do y'all watch those videos of Michael
Cam Reddish? Oh my god.
And
like the Michael Beasley. Well, I seen like
them videos. He be cooking like his quotes are crazy.
Oh, but this is like the reason today's topic was about the nostalgia carousel, and now we're talking about the hood legends and stuff. Tomorrow's draft, is gonna be a draft of the real hoopers. That's
we're drafting like a pro-am team.
This is gonna be
like
go get a bucket draft.
This is going to be.
We're not here for no Draymond Green. We're not here for no Lonzo Ball. We here for straight bag.
It's like
the best school.
We're doing a bag draft.
Yeah, we're here for Carmelo, T-Mac, KD, Michael Beasley.
He found another way to get KD first.
If I hear Giannis's name tomorrow, you capping. If I hear any of these bagless players,
we're doing a bag draft.
What's the stipulation on the
league draft?
The stipulation is the player has to have tier 1 bag work. We not here taking
no LeBron. No LeBron.
Come on,
try to take
LeBron. I'm gonna say you can pick LeBron. Go ahead.
You know, he don't count. LeBron bag.
LeBron don't count for bag.
We talking straight bag work.
He have respectable bag.
I see anyone drop Magic Johnson or Kareem.
Someone
I might have to take Jamal Crawford for my first pick.
Jamal Crawford,
anyone
Will,
past possibly
those guys can get
2000s. Or anyone before 2000 shouldn't be on that.
Before you don't know ball, young blood. You don't know ball, young blood.
You can get Tim Hardaway.
Put me on that, Dom. Put me on.
You can get you a couple. Shit, if you think I'm not in this situation, if you think I'm not gonna take Jordan, you're insane. What?
Yeah, Jordan count.
Get a bucket.
If you want, you can sneak a Terrell Brandon. If you want, you can get a Terrell
Alex
Brandon.
English.
What about Mitch Richmond?
Nigga said that.
You can get Mitch. You can get Mitch Richmond. You're not getting Clyde.
We gonna disrespect.
You're not getting Clyde.
We gonna disrespect Alex English.
If you ain't dribbling with both hands, you don't count. I'm sorry. Clyde only going right.
Can I get Kevin Johnson? Can I get Kevin Johnson?
Yeah, Kevin Johnson cool, I think.
I'm Kevin Johnson.
I mean,
if you want, you can get whoever you want. Hey, gang, draft Draymond.
Hey, Jamal,
it's not a pool.
Hey, Shaquille O'Neal was
We could do a pool of ball don't stops top 75 list if we wanted to have it like a strict criteria.
I forgot he made that.
We could.
Yeah, that is fine. That
If
is
you
fine.
want to like
We
leave
should
it
do
away
that.
from subjectivity, we could just use ball don't stops top 75 list. But
do
I
that.
like
Bro,
it being
this one gonna be crazy.
Can we add honorable mentions to it, like at least like?
because like if I remember
I
correctly,
think we should just be able to argue like certain characters or certain people that don't got a bag, which we would probably know. And then if we're like, all right, this dude don't got a bag, take somebody else.
I'm pretty sure Ball don't stop.
A lot of niggas
can't
can't even.
in his top 75.
A lot of niggas can't even tell you what a bag is. So
let me show you the ball don't stop top
Yeah, like
75.
Marcus
Because I'm like, I know.
This is what we're looking at. This is what we're looking at. So forget the order, but I'm gonna read bottom to top. Reggie Miller, he shouldn't be on our list. I'm sorry, he ain't dribbling.
Is Yao Ming there?
But Baron Davis, that's valid.
He's there. Baron Davis,
Jermaine O'Neal, that's valid.
Jermaine, yes.
I think you can have Scotty. I think Scotty's
Scotty, yes.
Tony, yeah. Dikembe, hell no. Hell no.
Dikembe Mutombo,
hell no. Hell no. Dikembe not making this.
Do you want to? Should we?
Alonzo Mourning. I think you can get Zoe Mourning. I think Zoe Mourning's valid. Jamal Crawford for sure valid. DeMar valid. Joe Johnson valid. LaMarcus, Marbury, Ginobili valid. You're not getting Drexler. I'm sorry. Penny valid. Steve Francis valid. Sean Kemp,
nah.
Blake valid. Blake
yes.
Clay, nah. Clay not valid.
Clay don't get
Well, this isn't a bag. This isn't a bag list. This is just talent. So that's what we.
Yeah, but this is the one he has.
Based on a high test ability, competition, evolution.
But like for the most part, I feel like this is pretty. I see John Stockton, hell no. But like I feel like for the most part, this is like a good building block. This is a good building block. But there are names who aren't on the list who like
he got Giannis on there.
He got Giannis in the top 25. He got Kareem. Like he's trying to show a little bit too much love to the bums.
Magic Johnson.
But for the most part, like this is solid.
To the bums.
For the most part, this is solid. But like just get a Michael Beasley on there. Is Lou Williams on here?
Lou Williams.
No, he's not on there.
Get a Lou Williams on here, like get some other guys on here, but for the most part, like this no Michael Reds, like those.
My boy Cam Thomas.
But for the most part, that could be like a nice little baseline for the draft tomorrow. But yeah, so if you don't know, the draft tomorrow, real hoopers, bag work.
You know what's crazy about this? You know what's crazy about drafting though, Mars? I realized like
Grant Hill.
Charles Barkley is like the hardest person. Like nobody ever drafted. Like his game just don't fit for a lot of teams at all. Because like if you want defense, you're not gonna draft.
That nigga's a hero, make sure, bro.
Yeah, I mean, because if
who the hell wants a 6'3" power forward that rebounds,
I
runs
like
the
how
floor awkwardly,
always
and just dunks and drops the pull up,
and doesn't play defense.
Doesn't play defense.
6'6".
Horrible shot selection, and an illegal defense merchant.
Is Charles Barkley the most error-reliant player ever?
No,
he's the
chill on him. He was good for 2 decades.
I might say whoa. Good for 2 decades.
I guess he means the 80s and the 90s. I don't think he means
Charles Barkley play in the 2000s.
Yeah, if Chris Webber did, then why not Barkley, man?
Yeah,
because Chris
especially
Webber was
early
a defense matchup.
Especially
he could have played up until whenever Kenneth Faried played. I don't see why not.
Barkley played in 2000s though. Like, granted, he was cooked there, but he was decent in his last
year. He
year.
was good for 2 decades, my nigga. No way.
I mean, Barkley didn't play
80s and 90s. That's factually right statement. He was all rookie team in his rookie year. 86 All Star. I mean, he was
in 95.
Yeah, like that is 2 decades.
Cool. 2 decades is what?
I mean, he was good in 2 different decades.
2 different decades.
Yeah,
okay,
that's what he meant.
Yeah, 2 different decades and 2 decades isn't the same thing. So,
yeah,
that's
fine. Like 2-decade players are very rare.
Who we gonna pack up? If you don't want to be packed up, say don't pack me up.
Don't pack me up.
Don't pack me up.
Don't pack me up.
You were lost.
Does highlight the Giannis count?
I need to pack one more person up. Hold on, I need to pack one more person up. If you don't wait, if you don't want to be packed up, say Jalen Green's the GOAT.
Jalen Green's the GOAT.
He volunteered to distribute. Dev volunteered to distribute.
Don't be volunteer, man. Don't be volunteer. There you go. Okay, welcome guys.
Does highlight the Giannis?
Never mind. Killer can come back.
Does highlight the Giannis count?
Does who?
No, that's not a bag.
Highlights.
Though.
No, because
That's
it's
not
not
a bag.
bad. Do I need to bring up the Blake Griffin clip?
Bro, please stop. Do not talk about Greek Angel Reese in terms of a bag ever again. Stop it.
Yeah,
Well, shout out to Angel Reese.
Giannis
Shout out
could
to
go
Angel
in the
Reese.
all-time draft. Giannis could be
D'Angelo Russell gonna
considered
be
the
up there?
top 20 player of all time, but he not going. I'm
He
putting
can't
up
be
the
on
Blake
any
Griffin clip. I'm
bag
sorry.
list. Any
Do
list
Duan
involving a
Wagner
bag,
count?
Giannis needs to stay far away.
That is a good question about Blake, though. That is a good question about
He
Blake.
was hooper. Duan Wagner was hooper, man.
Who has a better bag?
Shout out
Giannis
to
or
him.
Draymond?
Yeah, you can take him. You can take Bassi. You can take Sebastian
Giannis.
Telfair.
I was gonna say, what about D'Lo?
If you want to drop D'Lo, that's on you.
I'm just asking, like
D'Lo do got a bag.
He do got a bag. I'm just saying, I don't know
Yeah,
if
he
he's
got
gonna
a
be
bag. He got like a.
But hey, this guy not going on
like
the
a
list. I'm
Target
sorry.
bag.
This guy not going on the list. I have to tell you. This ain't that.
Swing. Heavy.
We're not taking this. I'm sorry. We're not taking it. We're not taking it. I'm sorry. Undraftable.
First of all, Mars, you clearly saw the foul. That was clearly a foul. They couldn't finish the play.
It doesn't matter,
Look at
bro.
this guy.
I don't care about the end result. The whole
but he's
14 seconds prior is why he can't be
him
drafted.
backing up like
Jesus
he
Christ.
his crossover didn't
That's
work.
undraftable.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's undraftable. I'm sorry. That's
Yeah.
criminal behavior. In this
Can I
draft,
actually-
that's undraftable.
He looks like
Can I
his
ask you a
grandma.
question? Can I ask you a question about the previous topic?
Yes.
Does LaMarcus Aldridge count as nostalgic?
No, I think he's legitimately good.
Maybe.
I think he does.
I haven't heard
like,
conversations about him, but once he becomes Hall of Fame eligible, I think he will be.
Because I noticed guys like the people I talk to, like that's after our generation, they don't know about LaMarcus Aldridge.
Bro, LaMarcus is nice. LaMarcus is nice. I ain't gonna lie. But I think he would be considered because not too many people talk about. And like most of the guys that people do bring up are like traditional fours. So, and I think he qualifies as one of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't call him nostalgic more than underrated. Like I think Jermaine O'Neal is underrated. I don't think he's nostalgic.
Fair enough.
I think
I'm not gonna lie. That's a fair line, Mars. I'm not gonna lie.
But I think in order to be nostalgic, you have to be remembered. The fact that LaMarcus isn't remembered is more about how underrated he is. Like the fact that we're talking about Boogie, and in fact just lying about him, is the nostalgia. We don't talk about LaMarcus because he's underrated. LaMarcus should be spoken about more. Now, I'm not saying he's the best power forward in the league today. If people were just saying that, nostalgia. But the fact that we don't talk about him, I think it goes to show how underrated he is. Because he's tough. Like he was one of the best power forwards in the league.
He'd be one of the better forwards in the league, though.
Still, yeah.
I think better than Cat.
I feel the same way about LaMarcus Aldridge as I do Mitch Richmond. I really think Mitch Richmond doesn't get spoken about a lot when it comes to the two guards. I think LaMarcus Aldridge is kind of in that tier when it comes to power forwards.
Rank the two guards of the 90s.
Watch he stops at 6 names.
No, I just want to know where he puts Mitch Richmond. Like that's not me. Like, oh, the two guards are trash. I genuinely just want to know where he puts Mitch Richmond.
Jordan, Clyde Drexler.
Well, okay.
Is this the same person?
No.
Yeah, can the person I asked, please?
Yeah. So when I think of the 90s, two guards, and I will admit my basketball knowledge is kind of spotty, but just from what I've seen and the stuff that I've learned, so just hear me out. I think Mitch Richmond's probably there's Jordan, then Clyde, and from what I've seen, actually, I think I would put Mitch Richmond probably in third if he was in, especially if he was a better situation. But
so we just hating on Reggie Miller. That's what I'm hearing.
I'm not a big fan of Reggie Miller, honestly. I can admit the bias in it, but I'm just a really big fan. I am a big fan of Mitch Richmond.
I actually think his teammate is actually more underrated. I think Chris Muller don't get enough attention.
Oh, absolutely.
He's not Warriors team.
I'll just say because I have a lot of my basketball knowledge. I absorb a lot from others. I can kind of let people.
Who's the background dish?
Yeah, you getting packed up. Yeah, you getting packed up. Welcome to the show, Ken. What he doing?
I'm surprised this name didn't come up from nostalgia. Darren Williams.
I was gonna bring him up too.
Remember? Oh yeah,
There was a time when we used to have CP3 and Darren Williams talk.
Everybody says the same thing.
That was a thing.
That crossover.
It's the crossover. That's why. Like every single game, he always caught him. Every single
crossover was
Hey, so the whole show so far, we've talked about nostalgia, right? Nostalgia and free agents. We haven't talked about the negative nostalgia. I'm gonna give my pick. It's Timothy Mozgov.
Explain negative nostalgia. Explain
Negative nostalgia is when you look back at this player and you're like, shit, we really saw, we gave him that.
Didn't he put up 92 points?
The Joakim Noah Knicks contract type nostalgia, like, nah, he was really trash, but we were acting like he was good.
I was gonna say Joakim, but as a Knicks fan, I didn't know if that was too biased.
I got no. I think I got something worse than Chandler Parsons. Okay. Andrew Bynum on the 76ers.
Oh my god, that was disaster.
He got paid. He got paid millions of dollars just to bowl. To be honest with you, like
he did not do anything and got paid. Oh my god!
Why we acting like we wouldn't all want to be in that position?
Oh no, I'm not hating on him.
Yeah. You all don't remember?
I'm in that position now.
Andrew Bynum was supposed to lead Sixers.
That Luol Deng contract still haunts me a little bit.
Hey,
nigga, Mozgov and Luol Deng. I'm not respecting Luol.
That was a bad offseason, bro.
Luol uses Laker money to fund the Sudan team.
That shit was crazy, bro.
That's good ball.
Guess what? Now Sudan gonna get indoor basketball courts because of that contract.
No, wait, hold on.
Shout out to Luol.
Not just that. The money that Gilbert Arenas and Gil's Arenas about to be sitting over to Africa after that nigga got pressed to apologize.
He apologized? Gil apologized?
Yeah, they pressed him.
He should have. No, he should have.
I didn't expect a person like Gil to apologize. I thought you were stand on the fact that
he did it twice. He did it in the post. He did it in the video.
You press him enough, he'll apologize.
Can I show the apology on here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Should be able to.
Is it on YouTube or where can I find it?
I heard about it.
It's on YouTube.
I heard about
it. It is in YouTube community.
I know one of them is a post.
All I know is
I'm gonna pull up the community person.
Whichever tribe he referred to, whatever tribe it was, press that nigga. Made him apologize from what I heard.
Yeah, no, he was a little OD. Not gonna.
That was a real tribe. I thought he was just making like noises or something.
That's what I said. I thought he was making stuff up, but apparently that's a real tribe, and they were not happy.
Oh, so is it on his personal channel? What's the channel called?
No Chilgil. No Chilgil.
I was gonna say the Gilbert Arenas YouTube channel. Nigga, I don't know.
The Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah, that is no Chilgil. Gil Arena is different one.
The Gilbert Arenas.
This doesn't look like an apology.
I'm
gonna read it, but I'm gonna say this apology reminds me of someone else's apology. It doesn't look like an apology.
We ain't gonna bring that up, bro.
But I'm gonna read it, but this doesn't look like an apology.
That's what I said. It's a.
It just didn't land to the right people.
I'm gonna read it. No chill, Gil. Are you offended or just pretending to be offended for clicking?
Oh my god!
If you are offended, what part offended you personally? This is the apology. Okay. He's acting Dreamers Pro, so I'm guessing this guy came at him. I made some jokes about the South Sudan basketball team, and some folks are saying it was racist. I just want to set the record straight. That ain't me. I was just clowning, trying to bring some humor, nothing more, nothing less. I got mad respect for the South Sudan squad and what they bring to the court. If anybody felt some type of way about what I said, my bad. It was never meant to be taken like that. We keep it real and inclusive around here. Thanks to all of you for rocking with me and keeping 100. That's not an apology.
That's not.
Yeah, I just want to say.
Okay,
hold on.
The very first statement was a response to somebody. Everything else was the apology.
Dreamers Pro, but the rest of it wasn't. The rest of it was, I'm sorry you got offended. That's not an apology.
Technically, Margie. No, we got to let's have a conversation.
That's not an apology.
I don't want to
I'm just saying, like, whether or not I'm not saying he should have apologized or he shouldn't. I'm just saying that's not an apology. So he did what I expected.
I thought that was a video.
That's not an apology.
I thought it was a video he apologized on. I just heard about it, but apparently, starting an apology off with, "Are you offended?" or just pretending for clickbait is a crazy way to start an apology. That's crazy.
Yeah, that should not an apology. Like,
imagine being Gil's PR.
That is an extended version of. That is an extended version. I'm sorry you got offended.
He who shall not be named apologized the exact same way, and everyone was like, That's
"Quote
not
unquote apologize."
It's the same thing. He ain't apologized. It's cool though. Like whatever. He ain't apologized though. He for sure doesn't apologize.
This ain't cool.
That one guy.
He ain't apologized. Is what it is. I didn't think he was gonna apologize.
Yeah,
So when I
that
heard it, I
ain't
was
cool behavior though.
What am I gonna do? Force him to apologize?
That's almost like trying to apologize and throwing butt in there and deflecting. It's almost like that.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. But how did we get to that?
It was negative nostalgia.
Negative nostalgia.
Someone brought up Luol Deng, South Sudan, and African basketball court.
We just go down rabbit holes. But I wanna think about players who like at the time they were viewed in high regards, and now they're like they don't get their love. Like
Jeremy Lin.
Rightfully so.
Which Jeremy Lin signing?
What do you mean with Jeremy Lin?
Ricky Davis.
Nobody liked Ricky Davis back then. What are you talking about?
I think for Jeremy Lin.
Yeah, we did not like him. He made Paul Pierce. He was bad influence on Paul Pierce. Everyone wanted him out from Boston. Everyone wanted him out from Cleveland. Like he was the empty calorie guy from his era. Nobody liked Ricky Davis.
And their grandma loved Ricky Davis once he dunked on Steve Nash. Don't lie about that, bro. Once he dunked on Steve Nash and yelled at the crowd, everybody loved Ricky Davis, bro. Don't do that.
That is one moment.
I think Jeremy Lin.
That's all it takes.
I think Jeremy Lin has become underrated outside of Linsanity. Like Jeremy Lin was a solid point guard outside of Linsanity, and then
for 1 year.
No, he was solid in Houston. He wasn't terrible for the Lakers. And in Charlotte, I actually think he was pretty good for them.
Yeah,
and then Brooklyn, I mean, he got injured and he hasn't been back since for a bit. Jeremy Lin was a backup NBA point guard, and people just act like it was just an 11-game stretch, and he was just a bum outside of that. I think he's a bit underrated outside of Linsanity.
NBA champion.
He was solid.
I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was solid. I'm not saying he was
solid. I don't know why people.
I think the guy you was referring to for your question is Ty Lawson fit.
Ty Lawson.
Who hates him
like
now?
overtime?
I'm not saying who
doesn't hate him.
No one really talk about Tyler.
He don't get talked about a lot, Dom. I'll be honest with you. Like that's
Jason Terry.
Next time somebody do.
Jason
I mean, back then,
for obvious reasons.
Yeah,
Jason Terry is LeBron James' hater favorite player.
Sean Marion.
Hey Mars, this is mad random, but
Sean Marion's the one.
I was watching that last video, and the fact y'all kept bringing up 2018 Warriors blows my mind. Why nobody never brings 2017? Like that's two different.
I don't know.
That shit, and then y'all just was like, you was making great points, but it was just oh my god, yeah, that was a hard video to watch because it was like he's extremely being biased, not even being nowhere logical, and you made the most sense because I don't know why we're bringing up 1980s. No disrespect to that era, but like. Yo, there's a clear, significant evolution gap in era, so like we should keep it at. Oh my god, that was hard to watch. I'm sorry.
So you don't think the Celtics would beat the Warriors?
The 2017. Listen, I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, 17.
I don't think nobody's beating the 2017 Warriors. Like, period. Maybe 2001 Lakers.
Yeah, you can speak for yourself.
But based on
shall I tell a hot take? Depend on which era you play.
Wait till a man finishes to say your hot take.
My bad.
Based on the fact of the shooting, look, I understand one team got Shaq, but them niggas is gonna what that nigga Draymond say to Shaq? Bro, we're gonna pull you away from the bucket. And I don't think Shaq wants to get away from the paint as much. I just don't see nobody being the 2017 Warriors. So the fact that we are actually comparing the 2024, and I'm not disrespecting their run, but the fact that we are comparing the 2024 Celtics and putting them in with some of the best teams of the modern day post 2000, some of this shit just blowing my mind. And I'm not disrespecting.
I will say the Celtics are like the best shooting team I've ever seen. That's the one thing on.
Yeah, I don't think it's that crazy.
Whoa, we all wild.
Defenders.
When y'all start watching basketball last year?
Thank you.
But no, statistically,
I am sorry. I thought we were talking about 1986 Celtics.
No.
Okay.
No, we're talking about 24.
Again, I feel like people underestimate or undervalue the fact that this past season, the Celtics definitely have an all-time season as a team, comparable to a lot of all-time teams that people will talk about. Now, yes, their run in the playoffs definitely diminishes that because everybody got hurt. But we've seen the same thing with the 2015 Warriors, and all they did was double. Hold on, they did. It's very comparable. Every team,
who on the Pelicans?
Every team. Drew Holiday, he wasn't there. Either he got hurt or that's when his wife had her medical issue. He didn't.
No, he got hurt. He got hurt.
No, he didn't.
In 2015, every starting point guard, Patrick Beverly, Mike Conley, all those dudes, Drew Holiday, Kyrie, all those dudes got hurt.
Hold on, let me bring out my other phone. Don't worry about it.
Every team did.
Mike Conley played majority of the series on some job.
No, even if he did play majority of the season, if he still missed a game or two, that's still a knock against him for not playing a fully healthy team in the playoffs. What are you talking about? It's not about playing more games. It's about not playing a fully healthy team.
Not being healthy. I get that. My point is this: some of them claims are already wrong, but I give you the Grizzlies.
Which claims?
Cool. Hold up, let me see. 28.
Every point. No, he said 20. He said 2015.
He said 2015. So I'm about to.
Yes, 2015 Warriors went through a similar situation, and they doubled down the next year by having the best season we've ever seen statistically.
Every point guard they faced in the playoffs that season was hurt, like legitimately.
Yeah, every
starting point guard was hurt.
But here's the thing, that's different from what you're saying to what he said. Saying to me, like, you can't just go off like sheer attempts and percentages to determine who's the better 3-point shooting team. Like, there's a reason why. If y'all remember, remember 20. I think it's 2021, right? Remember the Jazz was #1 seed, and they were #1 in threes, and everyone called them fake shooters. They was calling them fake shooters despite the fact that they led the league in attempts and it was up there in percentages because of the way they were getting those shots.
Regardless, I think that the Celtics have the best shooting team ever because like every 5 positions are legitimately great shooters, like from 3. Like,
it was that and
so like that's
you can expect.
My fault. My fault. I think that's the negative thing about analytics, bro. It's like, one, people think you need elite 3-point shooting just to have floor spacing, which is completely casual take. And number 2, like I said, shooting is just volumes from 3. It's not.
This nigga Drew Holiday. You know what?
Wait, what shooting isn't just what?
This nigga literally. All right.
Shooting isn't just shooting a lot of threes. That's what a lot of
what?
For a team or for players?
Both.
Well, when we talk about teams having shooting, it's about shooting threes.
All right, in 2015.
No, why? But like, for example, Mars, like I don't think that Celtics team was a better 3-point shooting team. No, not 3-point shooting team. A better shooting team than the 17 Warriors.
They have better spacing than the Warriors, though.
That's a fact.
And we disagree on that too.
I didn't think that was disagreeable.
Dude,
why not?
You watch the Celtics, like no one's in the paper.
I did.
Like literally no one's in the paper.
I'm pretty sure I could just like pull up a random game with the 17 Warriors in the playoffs versus the 24 Celtics. The space on the court.
Certain times it was like because that was the first time fit of everything, and their game plan really was just like Warriors ball, then KD, and like KD didn't really abide by most of that offense. He just played his game.
All right,
the Warriors always had guys who would get ignored on the perimeter. They just had maybe the 3 best shooters in the league on the team, and it supplemented it and it provided enough spacing for the team.
Pat played the whole.
But the Celtics, not only are they running 5 out, they're running 5. They're running 5 shooters at all times, and the way they align the way they get into their alignments is for spacing. The Warriors is a lot more. It's a lot less. It's a lot more chaotic. The way they do it is constant movement, constant motion, which provides spacing. Which provides spacing, but it also in turn you'll have possessions where you end up having 2 guys in one corner because everyone's moving all the time and it's not a set structure. So sometimes it's going to ruin your spacing, and other times it's going to make your spacing look immaculate. Every play for Boston is about spacing. Every play. That's why I say they have the best. They have the best spacing ever, in my opinion, because every play for them is about spacing. Every single
play. Didn't play game 2.
All I know is
what you talking about?
No, he double baby.
The 2018 Warriors is probably gonna beat them.
No, I'm
listening. That's not even the best version of the Warriors.
And you look it up.
But Pat Bev played game 2 in what series?
2015. The Western Conference Finals.
Oh, against
2015. Pat Bev didn't play games 1 or 2.
The Warriors.
What are you talking about? Just look it up. Hold on.
Every starting point guard
wasn't there. I'm literally looking.
Every starting point guard.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at it by game. Game 1, he didn't play. Game 2, he didn't play. I'm looking at game 3. Surprise, surprise. For the
Why are you
Rockets,
saying it on
guess whose
basketball?
name I'm not saying?
Hold on. So
I'm okay. Again,
Pat Bev
didn't
didn't play in the 2015 playoff, like because that run was about every starting point guard the Warriors could have went against. They wasn't there. That was
he's in the wrong year. He's in the wrong year, so
5-19-20 2015. That's game 1, right?
Yeah. I don't know the date, but yeah, I guess. I mean, sounds about right.
I'm just checking the stats. I'm
probably lagging.
No, you're fine.
No, we see
bro.
you. You good?
You're good.
Okay. Yeah,
Pat Bev ain't playing the playoffs in 2015.
Yeah, he didn't. He didn't play that one. He played. No, he played in the playoffs.
He didn't play in the Warriors series. That's correct.
Pat Bev did not play in the playoffs.
Why are you saying this?
I'm certain he didn't play.
I think
Pat Bev on Basketball Reference, Domo. Pull up Pat Bev on Basketball Reference. That man did not play in the 2015.
Did it say a statistic of him actually having minutes played, or is it just they had his name logged on the team?
No, it shows his plus minus and stuff, and then it says games.
I'm pulling this up,
but no, I believe you though.
If I'm wrong, I'm not pulling it up. But
he did not play. He did not play a single game in 2014, 2015 playoffs.
My thing is, why the fuck you got a plus minus and then it says minutes played, or like it doesn't? I don't understand that. And it even got
what site you on?
It even has stats.
What site you on?
Here we go. Basketball Reference. Pat Bev. Playoffs.
My bad.
15 ain't there. He ain't played.
I looked at all the playoff stuff.
He ain't played. We'll go game log. 2015.
No, he's right. He's right. Because I looked at it. It said
look, injured before the playoffs, doesn't play.
Yeah, it says inactive. It says inactive.
Pat Bev ain't play. Yeah, Pat Bev ain't play.
But them niggas weren't gonna beat the Warriors.
To be fair,
hey, you don't know. Yeah.
Pat Bev was like not Pat Bev we know in 2015.
I like them, but the dude, the I ain't gonna say the white guy was just blowing. He was going
Prigioni?
Whatever his name is. Who's the white guy?
That's Jack, right?
Video?
The Celtics fan, the Tatum fan. The Tatum fan.
I thought you were talking about the white point guard on the Rockets who took
No, not Prigioni, not Pablo. I'm talking about the guy.
Yeah, Jack.
Yeah, that was crazy. Jack. Like, I mean, like, I get everybody can be a fan, but at some point, bro, you gotta be like, they the number.
I was weak when he was talking about lineups. He was like, "Yeah, Steph, KD, you got it."
And then he said that KD was like, man, equal to Tatum. I said, bro, you mean to tell me?
But I mean, if you think about
facts. Come on now.
If you think
we
about
locked them up in 21.
I mean, hey.
And I wonder, and you know,
watch Mars. Look at Mars. He's about to troll.
I'm gonna play the game.
Look at Mars. He's about to troll.
I'm gonna play the game that we all know. Blind stat reveal.
Okay.
Bro, brother.
We gonna see who's the bad player.
He's about to troll. We got eyes. I watched this.
We blind stat revealing.
Who we comparing?
And then he still brought up KD, like post Achilles.
KD and Jayson
I'm talking about
Tatum.
pre-Achilles KD.
Oh, this is nasty. You better give us those. Hold on, give us those splits too, Mars. Give us those splits too.
Those splits are nasty for Tatum. Don't do it, man.
It's gonna be the game he went.
Player A.
Put 2017.
27 points a game. 8 rebounds. 5 assists.
Is this a season or playoffs?
That's Tatum.
Season.
That's Tatum.
Shooting. We gonna do 38% from 3.
Oh yeah.
And 54% from 2.
If that is KD,
that's player A. That's player A. Player B. 25 points a game. 8 rebounds. 5 assists.
What year is that?
Shooting 42% from 3.
What year is that? 25.
I'm 56.
Well,
no. Shooting 38% from 3.
He can tell
61% from 2.
That's KD.
Which player?
Player B is Kevin Durant.
I was like,
player B.
One of them years.
Player B.
Okay, yeah. You guys can figure out player B is KD.
Yeah,
but is player B stats really better?
There's thing called stat inflation.
So you're telling me
Celtics, the Celtics, the year
25 points a game.
The Celtics gonna
25 points a game, 8 rebounds, 5 assists on 37% from 3 and 61% from 2. Just clears 27 points a game, 8 rebounds, 5 assists.
Man, stop trolling.
No, they don't. No, neither clears, Mars. No, neither clears.
Mars, let me speak.
Do the 22 Warriors beat the 22 Celtics if you replace Tatum with a 2017 KD?
What?
Nah, they losing 5.
Maybe.
They losing 5.
What are we doing? What kind of convo is this?
The Celtics losing 5.
The Celtics losing 5 with a 2017 KD you replaced on 22.
Yeah, man. You ain't see Jayson Tatum sweep KD?
I see the 2017 Kevin Durant,
Man,
not the
stop
post
trolling for
Achilles.
love of my
How
God.
much of a
Stop.
big difference? How much is a big difference in 5
We
years?
saw
keep Jayson Tatum
one team is being coached by Steve Kerr, one team being coached by Steve Nash. We know.
Is it a swap or is he just adding them on there?
I mean, they're both named Steve.
One team is coached by Udoka still and Steve Kerr. All I did was switch a player. I didn't switch none of that. Switch a player. I said 2017.
Man, all I know,
Also,
you guys acting like Jayson Tatum is just being cleared by
Sturdy,
KD.
that was Vaughn. I think no. Was that Nash?
Mans, that was peak Kevin Durant.
Steve Nash was the year they got swept.
Why are y'all
Okay, it can be Pete Kevin
yeah.
Durant. I'm cool.
My
Yeah,
bad.
call it Pete KD. Why are we just acting like he just clears Jayson Tatum?
KD does clear that nigga. What?
What are we doing?
That Nash year.
He shot 60% in Western Conference Finals.
Who's the better defender? Who's the better
Mars,
defender?
stop playing with me.
Ashley Mars,
Stop playing with me.
2017, KD.
Who's the better defender?
2017 KD was all defensive.
No, 2017. Nah.
Who's
better? And for 2017,
KD got
yes, 2017 KD or Jason Tatum. Who's
versus
better
this year Tatum. This year Tatum.
Yes.
Tatum.
That's a conversation. That's a conversation.
That's a conversation.
2017 KD.
If you think it's close, that's fine.
All right,
Jason
so
Tatum
if you
averages
think it's
more
close,
points,
what are we
more rebounds, more assists, shoots better from 3, more volume. So you're
Rebound are same though.
He's trolling, y'all. Stop letting this man Mars troll. You see how he said shoots from 3, more volume. Like my nigga, I don't care about none of that, nigga.
So we don't care about facts. We don't care about facts.
Averaged 35. Hold on. Tatum lost Finals MVP, even though he's still the best player on the team. He still didn't win the Finals MVP. While a nigga came in, got 35, 8, and 5? What are we talking about here? Like, what?
On 75% true shooting, by the way, like plus 20 true shooting.
5 game sample size. Who cares?
And you know what? I use that.
Yeah,
same
it
thing when LeBron
mattered.
fans be like, "Oh, the finals."
I can find a 5 game sample size of Jason Tatum.
Sample size. Like, and he played one round of a.
Honestly, Mars, I'll be surprised if you can find me a 5 playoff game stretch. We got true shooting percentage of 70%.
Why?
I said playoff
I
games.
said 5 games. I said 5 games. Don't move the goalposts. I said 5 games. Come on, JT. Lock in, man. Lock in, JT.
This man love trolling. My point is, 24 Celtics should not be in the same breath.
Patch tackling.
The top of the top.
JT gonna lock in. I'm gonna find that stretch. I'm gonna cook you real quick.
I'll put in 24 Celtics with like shit. I don't know. Not at the upper echelon.
Are 2024 Celtics even better than 2040 Spurs? Real talk.
Okay.
Now that's a conversation to be made. That's a conversation to be made.
You said what Spurs team?
2014 Spurs.
2014.
Because Mars already spoke on it. He said basically like they're very similar. Just one team actually has a little bit more spacing and shoots more threes.
A little bit more spacing.
They're not similar. I don't know why. I don't know why y'all let Chill get that off. They're not similar at all.
Chill didn't get that off. Mars got that off.
That 5 game stretch. Jayson Tatum averaging 36 points a game, 9 rebounds, 4.5 assists.
I bet you it got a game
41% from 3 on 10 attempts a game.
Don't it got game 7?
Hold on, what's the true shooting? What's the true shooting?
Found his true shooting. Tell me the true shooting percentage.
He said the true shooting. He said true shooting.
What did I come back to?
We're trying to help Jayson Tatum.
Hold on, I gotta find these dates. Okay, these
is
are
it
the
in the
dates.
playoffs?
Shut up.
It's in the playoffs.
I bet you game.
This ain't playoff. This is some random ass regular season sample size that he's finding.
On 68% true shooting.
The
That's
game
not 70%. Not 70%, Mars.
Still not better
Not
than
70%.
This
Not
is in modern
70%, Mars.
NBA, which is ultra
35,
inflated.
9 and 5, 68% true shooting ain't valid.
Who did he
Hey,
play?
if this is horseshoes, Mars, you're
Kevin Durant, Mars. Listen to me carefully. KD was hitting plus 15.
Let me tell you who
Plus
he played.
15.
Shush. He played. Wait
for it.
Hold on. Bear with me.
Interference.
Bear with me.
What the?
Niggas playing NCAA?
No, it's irrelevant to be playing. Why does that matter? It's irrelevant to be playing. They're in the NBA.
Why does it matter?
They're in the league. They're not NBA players. They're not NBA players.
No, you're not getting that off, big dog.
I can probably get that road stretch. He probably played Charlotte twice. The Wizards.
They're in the league.
Who they play, Mars?
Free Charlotte to Orlando Magic game.
Trolling, man. He been trolling. You can tell
They
when he's
played
trolling,
the
man. He
Chicago
trolled-
Bulls.
I sensed the trolling
They
from a
played.
long time
They
ago.
played
He's
the
trolling.
Dallas Mavericks, the Sacramento Kings.
What year?
Charlotte
What
Hornets.
year? Dallas
That's the
Mavericks.
regular
Miami.
season.
Yes,
I said playoffs.
that doesn't exist in the playoffs. I don't know what to tell you, so I had to do what I could.
That's even nastier.
That
You're
exists in the
funny, man.
playoffs.
Look, man.
But all I know,
the
so if
24 Celtics is
exactly,
not them.
KD played a bad defense. Where did the Cavs rank in defense? Where did the Cavs rank
Yeah,
in
no,
defense?
I get it. I get it. I get
Exactly.
it.
So yeah, Charlotte is
point is
basically
this.
just as good.
Buddy
Oh, wow.
said that the Celtics going to win the next 3 of the next 5. He sounded like Draymond on the stage when the nigga said, we going to. No, the Celtics are not winning. First and foremost,
How do you
We
know
don't know
that?
that.
we've had a
We don't know
different
that. We don't know
champion.
that.
How do you know that though?
You want to put money on it?
Especially with the second.
Yes, let's put money on it. Let's
You wanna
put
put money on
money
Killer
on
wants to put money
it.
on it. Killer want to put money on it. I'm just asking, how do you know? Who do you got stopping them? Outside
No,
of
you got a
help.
great point.
Outside of
You know
help.
what's crazy? The
New
East-
York, go
Big
New
factor,
York,
dog.
go
It's
New
so
York.
weird.
I know who's stopping them.
Jayson Tatum had a
If
3
you
game
say
stretch
the
in the
Brooklyn
playoffs
Nets, I'm
averaging
banning
41.
With 3 to 5, 3 in the next 5.
No, I do know
Brooklyn
that.
Nets. Oh my god.
I do know.
Jason
three to the next
Jayson
5.
Tatum had a 3 game stretch in the playoffs averaging 41.
And that game 7.
I did want to talk about the Summer League MVP thing, but yeah,
Wait, real quick. 3 of the next 5 including this last one, or 3 more?
He said 3. You know, he didn't
After-
include
after-
this last one.
after
He
this
said
one.
Oh,
The
3
next
more?
three.
Oh, that nigga's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, but what if
he
he's
didn't
right?
even
But what if he's right? But what if he's
That
right?
nigga's a prophet. That nigga's
You
a
know-
prophet. If he's
He's
right.
basically saying they're going to be a
That nigga's a
dynasty.
basketball
There's no
savant,
more
nigga.
dynasties. It's done with the dynasty.
No, I'm not gonna say that. Dynasties aren't done. Dynasties definitely aren't
I
done.
mean, they're not, but I'm just saying.
As long as niggas like Jalen Brunson is walking around, I'm telling you right now, if the Knicks are a top 5 team next year, which is crazy, but if they are a top 5 team next year, niggas will take pay cuts. I promise you, niggas will take.
I was gonna say that, but I.
If
but the thing-
niggas
but the thing is-
that want
Nah,
to win,
y'all-
if
y'all
the
got
Knicks are good,
contracts are crazy.
the thing
Niggas
is-
gonna-
the
I'm
thing
telling you
Damo,
now, if the Knicks are
Just because
really
Brunson
good,
did it don't mean that's gonna set up.
and that's what I'm
Niggas
saying.
gonna want their money.
Niggas
thing
want to
is,
see
Damo,
that. Niggas
look
want to
who's-
see that. They want to see that. What you call it? They want to see. It's a high risk, high reward situation. If they see a reward from the Knicks,
113 million on the table.
But
The thing is,
imagine more marketable players being able to make that up on the back end.
But look who's
No, but that's the thing.
You can't
Look,
make up
that's the thing.
113 million on the back
You
end.
can.
You can't.
Oh, yes, you can.
No. When I say
Bro,
make it
bro.
up,
You can't make
no,
up
no.
113 million on
When
the
I
back
say
end.
make it up, when I say make it up on the back end, I mean make it up outside of the NBA.
I know
it.
you can't
Yeah.
make that up.
Yeah, you can. Yes,
Yes,
you
he
can.
There's
can.
not a
He's
more
in the
endorsement deal
bro.
that you can make
He's
113
in the
million
New
up on
York.
the back
He's
end.
in the New York market.
Tatum-
He
I'm
can
not
make
even talking about
majority of
Tatum
them.
can.
I'm not talking about.
Brown
I'm talking about players
can.
going forward. If
Porzingis can.
just for
What player,
example, a guy
what player
like
is even close to doing it? Name me a player that's close to doing that.
Luka could.
Luka
John
can.
Morant can.
Ja
If
can.
John Morant
Is Luka in
uses,
New York?
Ant can.
he's big enough to where he doesn't need to be in
He's
New York.
not
And
going. Luka's not going to New
Dallas is
York.
still a big market. Dallas is still a big market.
No, actually,
Dallas is a
no more.
lot.
I mean, Damo.
It's a large
Luka
fucking
is
state.
not taking 113 million. My point is this, bro.
I'm saying he's making that off the court. Luka can make 113 M's off the court. What are we talking
Over
about?
what type of span? What span are we talking about?
What?
Melo literally explained you're
5
not
years
making
back.
113. It's very hard to make on the
I
back
am
end.
not listening to a nigga like. I'm not gonna say I'm not listening to a nigga like Melo in that situation, but Melo is not these players, and Melo is not playing right now. He played in a time where if you asked the nigga that retired 5 to 10 years before that time, he would have been like, "Oh nah, man. If Carmelo leaves 80 million on off the table, he can't make that shit up playing ball. No way. Niggas can't do that. I know. I played in the 90s. Nigga, the money different. The money is moving a lot differently in the NBA right now.
Well,
Jeff Teague said his max deal, his biggest deal, Max Christie got that for not playing.
You know what Melo's max deal was?
Again, Jeff Teague, who was an all-star level player, his max deal was around. Again, he was still that level of player for a year, and he signed a deal that hold on. He still got a deal that Max Christie signed. My point is, a guy, I'm not saying Jalen Brunson. You don't have to be in New York to make up $100 million off the basketball court, off of your name, likeness, and brand. If you're saying there is no player in the NBA,
Jalen Brunson's not going to make it up on the back end.
He can.
New York.
It's possible. He can. I would say over a long period of time. Over a long period of time, he is.
He can make that. But
Let's not forget, in organization, backhanded deal head pin.
But Damo, I will say this. Remember, it's not the dollar's not.
I'm gonna find a way to get on the original.
The dollar's not 1-to-1. Remember, the dollar's not 1-to-1. So Jeff T contract, he's not getting paid the exact value as on Max Christie contract. Is inflation.
That's fine. I get that.
And Melo had one of the craziest contracts.
I'm just saying the money is different. I'm just saying the money is different. So what niggas are making off the court is definitely a lot different. Like
so, y'all, so everybody that's arguing against Damo, y'all don't think LeBron could have took a minimum and just made it up? Y'all don't?
No.
LeBron.
That's LeBron.
No, but listen. No. Listen. Y'all, the thing, one, these players taking pay cuts not just predicated off if they're willing to do it, it's also predicated off the condition of their team and their situation. The reason why the Knicks was able to do that because they were able to extend those other key players before he got his deal. That's number one.
They signed
number two,
OG to a $200-something million extension.
Yeah,
Mikhail,
and number two, and number two. Let's be honest. I would never like be on the side of players taking pay cuts, bro. Like you a professional athlete. You a professional athlete, bro. Like your time span is short. Get as much money as possible. Like I'll never down an athlete for getting as much money as possible.
That's so nasty. The only reason you're doing that is to win. That's the only reason to do it. If players aren't trying to win, I'm with you. Don't do it. But I 100% feel like if you're in the mindset of I'm taking a pay cut so my team can have the best chances of maximizing A, my potential, and B, my winning window, you 100% should take a pay cut if it's about winning. Especially if you're a player that has the ability to be marketed off the court.
$40 million pay cut.
But thing is, Damo, why I listen to.
I don't care about how much he's leaving off the table. A pay cut is a pay cut if you feel it's necessary.
You know how much.
But Damo, look at. No, but it's kind of sports is Mars. But like, Damo, think about a guy like. Think about a guy like D Wade. A lot of people don't know D Wade. There was not a single season in his career where he was the highest paid player on his team. Not a single one. Even he said in his recent podcast episode that he kind of regretted not getting as much money he could get. He got 3 championships. He been to the finals multiple times.
Broke down. His body started to break down on him. And there were things that
that's the point,
happened out of his control. That's fine. It happened out of his control. But that's not every player's story when it comes to taking pay cuts for the sake of winning. It's not every nigga's story. We don't know yet.
I'm saying D Wade, for a guy like D Wade, like who had plenty of championship success, at the end of the day, you try to optimize your money because of things like that, because of the injury possibility. And it's the fact that you should get paid that anyway. They're not getting paid as what they nowhere near as much they actually bring it in.
He signed his deal before, like after they was trying to get like signees and couldn't get Clay and couldn't. Come on, Ox, you can't be doing this. He should have took a huge pay cut. He ain't trying to win.
And then you brought up the guy who brought up LeBron. Say if you were going to all season, want to do a pay cut, and your front office don't do nothing, well, I still take a pay cut. Hell no.
No one said you're supposed to, but why are we acting like
you're supposed to?
Jalen must have made his choice. He's aware that there's a chance.
No.
Breaks down. Like he's not. You think his agents ain't tell him, hey, if you break down, you losing out on this money. You think he doesn't know that? Like his representation have told him about the risks of not taking this money.
Thank you, Joseph. No endorsement.
Hold on. Now let me ask.
That's not true.
Okay.
That's not true.
First of all, let me ask. How many of you niggas are doing content creation or doing anything where endorsements is involved in what you do? Anybody?
I am.
Anybody?
I am.
Jeff T.
I'm telling you right now.
They making money. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm telling you now, niggas. I'm not gonna sit there and say there's somebody that's paying $100 million. One, there is somebody. Just the shit you have to do for that $100 million is crazy.
Yeah.
But if you're telling me a guy like Jalen Brunson, who's playing in New York, who is on the rise of New York basketball for the first time in any of our lifetimes since Carmelo Anthony, and we're seeing how it works for Melo off the court, benefiting from being him, but being in that New York market media and being on their good side. But I'm just saying, a guy like Jalen Brunson, who is next in line for that, if y'all don't believe he's going to be getting buku amount, especially a nigga with a podcast that is being successful, if you don't think that he's going to get buku amount of opportunities off the court for endorsements, partnerships, brand deals, anything like that, and it can come up to $100 million collectively, you niggas are insane and y'all don't know how much money is in this.
What brand is he signed under?
I have a question.
What brand is he signed under?
I don't know. Ask the nigga. Go look up his LinkedIn. I don't know.
Nassim has had a question for 17 minutes.
My bad.
Nassim can go and then KB go. Go ahead, Nassim.
I was trying to say with the whole Boston thing was, to Damo's point, yeah, they could take pay cuts. It's just that we've seen in the offseason that, like, they've already locked in a lot of money. Even from the start of this season, like they locked in a lot of money already. And I don't know if there's going to be complications, if like there could be guys coming up in the in-betweens of whatever's going on that might make them jammed up even more for other players that could probably get redeemed for more money or whatever the case may be. So I don't know if the exact same team, they probably can find a way to keep the team competent and just keep winning, just keep their core. But what part of the team are they going to? They're going to keep JTJB, but are they going to keep Porzingis? Is that going to be the question?
They're going to get rid of Porzingis in a couple
years. Like that's what I'm
saying.
And then like Al Horford's falling off, and then like you got to like fill in those kind of things. So it is a hard timetable to believe.
To the wheels fall off as they should.
It is going to be a hard timetable to fill in, but also like Boogie took a year where he just took no money just so he could just like have a chance to win with the Warriors. Like it happened.
I mean, that was after his Achilles, duh.
And so he could show that he was that good and make a.
And it was a prove it deal. It was a prove it deal.
Working his best favor.
He ain't prove anything.
Yeah,
but hey, Ox, I agree. I don't know why we pocket watching right now. Jalen Brunson took a pay cut. That was his decision. I don't know why. Like, cool.
I'm not. No one's ever going against Brunson. Let's make that clear. No one's ever. I wasn't going against Brunson. We were just talking about pay cuts. That's all.
The Wolves, the next dynasty. Goddamn it, Anthony Edwards. I was playing.
I agree with what Damo was saying, though. I'm not gonna lie. In terms of like, if your player wants to take a pay cut so that you can compete over time, especially a player like Brunson, who's A in the big market, B is like a fringe. You could argue fringe top 10 guy. He can still get better and like become a better player. I don't even know if he signed to like a shoe deal. Like if he's not even like teams like not teams, companies like Nike, Adidas, Jordan, Puma, New Balance can like sign him, give him a shoe, and he could get a bag off of that too. Especially where he's at. So that $100 million. I'm not gonna say it's that's crazy, but like
he said, no one buying this shoe.
Depending how the shoe looks,
somebody's buying this shoe.
Because listen, I know somebody is.
But
Anthony Edwards got a fire shoe, and it ain't gonna be a lot of people buying his shoes.
My G, niggas bought BBBs, nigga. Somebody's gonna buy the shoe.
Yeah, and he's selling $800 slides.
That marketing was special for BBB though.
Don't matter. LeVar Ball stole some shoes.
But they were independent. They was independent getting all those proceeds. That nigga Jalen.
That's fine. Jalen Brunson, especially if the Knicks have another good year or two, and he's all team level, nigga. He's in New York. Someone's gonna give that nigga a shoe.
If Big Baller Brand was actually a good shoe, they would be competing with like Anta right now or somebody.
Anta tough because
shout out to Lee Ning, man. Shout out to Lee Ning.
It took me a second to figure out.
Anta low-key had some nice shoes for a minute, even before Kyrie got there.
Respect Lee Ning, way of ways. Respect the way of ways.
Clay
the way of ways is nice, yeah.
Yeah,
Clay shoes, some of them decent.
Yeah, but ain't no one buying the Clay ones. Like, let's be honest. But
no, but they buy them Kyrie.
Respect Clay ones.
We good. I need to read some super chats. Alan R said El Mama for being late. Nice. Mo said W show, W Mars, W Domer, W Pistons, and W Harden. I agree with all of those W's.
Facts.
W.
Another nostalgia player or hood legend, whatever you want to call it. We were robbed of prime Jabari Parker.
Facts.
That's a good one.
Chicago guys ain't got no knees, man. I got a theory.
And now he's crying over there in Barcelona, man.
If there's one thing I know about Damo, he's been saying Chicago niggas ain't got no knees. So
he's saying that for a long time now.
Because it's been true for as long as he's been saying it. So I mean, until it's not
even niggas go to Chicago and lose their knees. That's Lonzo.
Nah. Hey, you seen the Lonzo workout videos?
Hey, Mars. I'm trying not to overreact, Mars. I'm trying. Hey, maybe instead of repairing, all you gotta do is get some new shit. I ain't gonna lie. Go get some donor tendons, and then just get some new shit. Because Lonzo looks like what we hoped he'd be. Like 80% of the defense, the shot is still there. Lonzo might be back, people.
So I watched.
Oh yeah, why y'all let Oxman go crazy for like I think 2 weeks of just saying outlandish shit, man? I was watching some. I said, why are you letting him go crazy like this? It was like 4 straight videos. He just saying dumb shit. And I'm just like, hey, yo, somebody.
Well, was it really dumb, or was he really just cooking at an intellectual level that you couldn't understand?
Yeah. Hey Mars, man, why every time I go over you troll, man? Why we do this?
Oh, you're muted.
Yeah,
I said,
can't hear
ask him. He's in the chat. He's in the chat. You can ask him.
See, he said he don't say outlandish. So maybe you just ain't understand the high level thinking. Maybe.
This is why I gotta get on it for the panel though. For the panel.
Alright.
You gotta go on the aux court, bro.
Like,
You gotta
Drew
go.
Holiday is better than Russ. Like post.
That doesn't make it outlandish.
That is the worst player per minute. Yeah, that's
Who's the worst player in the league per minute?
I don't know. That's
I
no
heard him-
metric.
If you don't know,
No,
how
no,
do you know
if
it's
he's
not Russ?
Look, listen. If he's saying based
Okay,
off of you having to be a positive like impact to your team
Click the
and
link
how
then,
long you
nigga.
have to play, I low key
Click
agree.
the link then, nigga.
Exactly. If you think
Well,
about it, from what a
KP's a
team
Russ
needs
so.
from him, because you gotta remember
Yo,
that
think about it.
guys like
I'm
Killian
still on
Hayes
the
are
Russell
playing on
train.
teams that are trying to lose.
I'm
Russ
not.
on teams
I'm
that are
not
trying
mad
to
at him
win
about the
and
Russell. It was
actively
other stuff
hurting.
he said.
Is it not
No.
just Josh Giddey?
I want y'all to think about this.
First
Nah,
Like,
he
half
think
of the
Josh
year,
Giddey better than
Josh
Caruso.
Lynn
He think Josh Giddey better
given
than
how
Caruso.
much listen,
I just
given
can't
how
remember
much
the shit he
Russ
said,
has
but
to
he does
have
say some
either
crazy
the
shit.
just listen to what I'm saying. Given how much Russ has to have the ball in his hands or play a certain amount of minutes to just be a positive impact with all the negatives that he already has, you could argue that. That's not a bad.
No, I
Like,
didn't say that was crazy though. I didn't say
that's
the
not a
Russ thing.
horrible
What
point.
did
He
he say that
low-key
was
took
crazy?
me
What
that
did he
That's
say that was
not. I
crazy?
gotta go back to the videos. I just know. I think I might have
See,
made
if
it
it
on
weren't that
Instagram.
crazy, if
I'm
you
telling
you
you,
don't
no. I
remember.
just that's no. I'm telling you, I remember because I was like, damn, Ox been wilding, but it just wasn't worse than the
Oh,
My
shit,
guy
yo.
Oxford
and
never
chill.
say anything
Chill
outlandish.
grinds my
Man.
gears the most.
Apparently,
I feel like Ox be
apparently,
trolling sometimes though. That's why I don't be like.
yo, Steph, you been ducking Ox
For 12 months.
What? For what?
Damn.
What you mean?
I don't
for
know.
a
You've been
year.
ducking Ox for 12 months, according to him.
Damn.
Man, chill been
Nah, not
ducking
really.
me.
For a year?
I
Nigga,
want
I was just in.
chill. I need a
I
whole
was just.
one-on-one with chill.
I was just in the chat talking like when in the last Ox report. What the hell? I don't know.
Shout out to Ox Court, by the way. Shout out to the Graveyard Shift. Go
That's
subscribe to
not
Ox's channel.
The graveyard. I apologize.
I had a question.
Go subscribe. Oh, speaking of. Hello.
Hey. What up?
Welcome to
Yeah, he clicked the link.
welcome to Open Gym, Ox.
What's good?
You wanna hash out our study?
Nah, I don't want to have South Sudan. I want to holler at bro bottom right.
Oh wow!
Yeah, don't worry, I'll get.
Hold on. I can't. Hold on. I got you, but I got you on that main channel. Hey, he put it on the 101.
Yeah, go for it.
Look, I can't remember right now. I can't remember the other shit you said. I remember I didn't disagree with the Russ shit. I just think you be hating on Russ, but I didn't disagree with that. But it was some other stuff. I'm gonna go back and watch the other videos. It was some other shit. I was like, whoa, he's bugging.
Nah. Stand on your
Wait, let me help. What was it? Caruso isn't guarding Malik Monk. Was that one of them? Caruso not being able to guard.
That's not crazy, Morris.
Yeah, that one.
I'm just going by what the TikTok
That's
comments
not
have said about
crazy?
your
Let me.
takes.
It was.
That's a bit crazy. I'm not gonna lie, but
Nah, nigga, hold on. I hate when the comment just kind of remember don't mean I'm ducking, nigga. If you don't know, if anybody know me, I don't duck. Talking about I freezing up, nigga. I don't duck up, nigga. Before he joined, I said I couldn't remember, nigga. And
Was it him saying the Kings are
No,
now
no,
the
you're not
favorites now that
ducking.
they've
You're just
got
ill
DeMar DeRozan?
prepared.
Yeah,
there
was
you
it
go.
him saying the Kings are the favorites?
When I go back to the videos, when it's fresh in my mind, I'll hit them up or something like that.
All right,
so let me ask.
That's all good.
Hold on. Let me ask. Why do you think it's Russ hate and not him telling the truth about Russ?
No, when he made that comment, he said for as much time he has to play to be effective. I was like, I mean, it just sounds harsh to say the worst nigga in the league, but I kind of get what he was coming from with the Russ situation as far as like, shit not looking too good. I mean, the nigga need a lot of time. He got a lot of things against him. I wasn't mad at him about that. It was stuff before that in other videos. I'm like, he got to be trolling. He's just trolling. He clipped.
Was it anything?
Look,
Wait.
I'm having lunch with my kids, baby. Come on, nigga.
You
folded right now.
Hold on.
Listen right now.
I'm gonna message Mars the moment I watch the video, and then I'm gonna come back.
Damn, I gotta relay the message.
No, you don't gotta relay the message. I just gotta have something. What you want me to put in my notes? I'm gonna just be like, all right, that's what Ox said. That's what.
Wait, is there anything Sabonis? Wait. Is there anything Sabonis related?
Yo, it might have. Yo, hold on, you gotta because I think it might have been some Sabonis shit. I'm like,
was it the Drew top 5 point guard thing? Because he said that.
That was a little.
Is that exactly what I said?
Was it him saying Manu Ginobili's better than Dwayne Wade?
That's crazy.
No, that's you, Mars.
That's crazy. He didn't say that.
Crazy, man. That's
no, Mars just said that.
That's crazy. Mars, you agree, but
Hey, Dumbo. What up? Next time you drop the link, bro, you and Morris, make sure your open gym niggas is ready, bro.
Hold on. Hey, no, I'm trying on the main channel because you really do be saying some wild stuff, man. And niggas don't be checking you. They be letting you get it off.
You not checking them. You not checking.
You're not checking them, bro. You
I can't right
prepared.
now 'cause I can't remember it.
Exactly, you're not prepared.
The only time I really remember is when Chill
if
say some crazy
anyone had
shit.
to check anybody,
Or
they'd
like
be
somebody be
prepared on what they
supervised.
said.
Yeah, pull up to
Like be prepared. That's all.
Cause Chill be saying some shit.
Shout out to Ox, man. Shout out to Ox putting up.
I'm pulled up, man.
Now,
Yeah,
and
you
I
got
pulled
it.
up Chill. I have some smoke off rip.
If you say you might just magically forget. Who knows?
No, I'm not
supposed
supposed
to pull up the whole panel.
Because
You
he
got
a Bron fan. Anybody's a Bron fan. I'm not forgetting
bro.
that.
Fuck it.
And his love affair with Tatum blows my mind.
He be cooking on JT, but it's cool. Haters gonna hate.
Oh yeah, he did say. I'm pretty sure he said Tatum's top 5 too. That's what Ox also said. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah, Tatum not top 5.
Haters gonna hate, but drink more
That's
water.
not hate though.
It's hate.
He's not top 5 though.
It's not hate.
It's like hate.
Super chat.
Damo, that's hate.
Yes. Who would benefit more playing in today's NBA? Rashard Lewis or Brandon Jennings?
Hold on.
Rashard Lewis, 100%.
Rashad. I think Rashard Lewis.
How is it? Wait, how is it hate, Mars?
Luka.
Because he just won the chip.
What that mean?
That's not hate.
He just beat Luka.
So?
Stop trolling, Mars. I see when you do this, man. God
Yo, Mars. Okay, wait. Since Mars wants to be this nasty, Mars, what did you say after the series was done? After the series was done, whether Luka lost or won, what did you say?
You tell me. What did I say?
No, I'm asking you. You know what you
I
said.
don't remember what I said, so you got to tell me.
Did
This
you?
how I
Or
know
did
you
you not
trolling
say
because he got
Luka was
videos literally on the
Hold
channel
on,
that
hold
show
on,
that he
hold
does
on.
not
I
agree
don't mean
with.
I remember what I said.
Did you or did
He
you
got
not say
videos he
Luka
does
will
not
still
agree
be?
saying. That's how I know he's trolling.
Did I not say what?
You don't even believe he's top 5.
Damn, nigga, let him talk.
Hey, yo, good. KP, get to it, man.
My goodness, bro. Fuck.
Golly.
Okay, listen. I'm saying, did you or did you not say Luka will still be better than Tatum even if he wins or loses his finals? Yes or no?
That sounds like something a British person would say. I don't know if it was
All right.
You are British, unfortunately.
But I don't speak for the whole country. That might have just been another British person. But also, that was before I seen it unfold, and it unfolded in such a way that maybe I'm like, maybe Luka is.
Yeah, you've seen them blow by
during the finals.
Yeah, I seen that blow by stat, man. You seen that blow by stat?
This is what
No,
Mars.
Mars. I think it was after game 4. No, Mars on open gym. Mars
offensive output outweighs what he brings on the defensive and offensive so much. It was somebody who's comparing. That's literally the exact same example with Tatum and Luka. Like my nigga, like yes, Tatum got offense and he got defense. He got this. Luka is so far ahead of this nigga offensively and his overall impact to the game to the point that like, no nigga, like stop. There's levels. Like it's.
I think we entertain too much that Luka and JT are closest playmaker. They are not closest playmaker, and it's sickening that Chilltown pretend they are closest playmaker.
In the finals. So where was Luka's playmaking in the finals?
How about the Celtics, which is a better overall team?
How?
Stop doing that.
No, I'm just asking where the playmaking was.
Let's go to PJ Washington missing shots.
Yeah, listen, don't ask me. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, like, you know, man, because all I know who led the finals.
I'm taking LeBron.
For his team.
Hold on.
No, he led the whole series in the
A nigga might mess around and take LeBron.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. Guys just be like, oh,
how many turnovers?
Wait, I have a question.
Luka turned the ball over more than Jayson Tatum. Don't hate. You guys don't even be watching these series.
Wait, I have a
Mars, you are national treasure.
Okay,
Who's better,
listen.
Joel?
What?
Who's better?
Luka shot works from 3 too.
What was the percentage?
All right, Mars, fine. Okay, Mars.
He shot worse from 3. He shot worse from the free throw line. He averaged less assists. He averaged more turnovers.
Because why?
He lost. But somehow Luka just clears.
Well, yeah, that's how that works.
Mars, fine, Mars. Mars, there is at least 4 YouTube shorts on you saying that Luka clear JT.
All right, we're gonna clip this one. There's gonna be one of me saying JT clears Luka. Okay, cool. 4-1. Guess what? That's the series score between Dallas and Boston. Guess who won? Jayson Tatum. He clears. I'm not hearing this, man.
All right,
Was he the best player?
You guys
Okay, question. Was he the best player on his team during that series?
Yes.
I don't know. He didn't get the Finals MVP, Mars. I don't know.
So you telling me?
not win final
So you telling me
MVP.
that Jaylen Brown was better because he averaged less points, less rebounds, less assists, but was 3% more efficient? Really?
Yes, he was better. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so
He
then
shot
guess what?
better from 3 too, right?
So all right, cool. So Boston have 2 players better than Luka.
I would not have been upset with either.
So Boston have 2 players better than Luka. That's
Wait, but I have a serious question. I know everyone here like values advantage creation, but do you guys like how much do you value how long it takes for you to like get into that? Like basically to create that advantage.
I mean, you create advantages quicker. It gives you more options during a possession, so it's more valuable. Like inherently, Jayson Tatum creates advantages quicker than Luka. And in that series, Jayson Tatum.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does because he attacks quicker. And in that series, Jayson Tatum just created more advantages than Luka. Because who would have thought the way to nullify Luka's playmaking?
Mars,
one-on-one.
can we have a real conversation?
KB, I think it just depends on the type of looks because you do have guys like Luka and LeBron who typically take their time to get in certain possessions, but it's majority time is good looks, in opposed to like it just really depends because you have teams like the Pacers who they can do so many actions where they get multiple looks, but each look gets better over time. But you have teams like the Lakers or Dallas where they don't get that many looks, but majority looks are efficient. So I think it just depends on the player.
I don't know.
Bro, I could argue
the Pacers are better than Dallas.
I do see a pattern though that offensive rating of team that.
You already midway through your sentence. Is he here?
I'm gonna read super chats.
The team that tend to pass more, their offensive rating tend to be higher. Like 2070 Warriors or this year Pacer team, the democratic way of passing is tend to be more higher than the Helio ball offense.
I know the 2018 Rockets didn't pass the ball a lot, but exceptions. Rod, Kirk Heinrich is a legend. Best backup point guard ever. He the best backup point guard ever?
Kirk Heinrich is pretty cool.
Sean Livingston better.
Nah.
Respect Norris Cole. I'm just kidding. I'm just trolling.
Sean Livingston better.
Best backup point guard ever is Reed Shepherd next season, but it's cool. It's cool.
All right.
We got 2 summer league MVPs on our team, bro.
Jalen Wilson was not a deserving summer league MVP, but it's cool.
Hey, Warriors about to get on first team
because they know he ain't deserved to be the MVP.
Yeah, it should have been B+. But listen, I'm saying, I think to go back to the advantage creation part, I do value like if you do it quicker kind of thing. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think everyone knows how elite Luka is at it. It's just I wish he was like faster at like getting to it.
Oh yeah, Goran Dragic is definitely the best.
Yeah, but that's the problem. Luka's just not as good as you guys say. He just has the ball the whole game.
Okay.
KB, based off that logic, right? Who's the best advantage creator in the league then?
Can we not get troll Mars, please?
That's Tyrese Halliburton.
Wait, so it's not a problem that Jokic has the ball, that Luka has the ball in his hands the whole game? That's not a problem?
It is a problem somewhat.
Okay.
That is a legitimate problem, but
that's not. But the way it's not what you said. That's the way.
That is what I
said. Can we not get trolled, Mars? Can we just talk
about so KB, like the reason why I asked that question, KB, is because the Nuggets they won the slowest teams in the league last year, but they get incredible looks.
My argument's not really about pace because pace matters about the entire team. I'm saying about the specific player.
No, if we go by offense, if we go by straight offense, they still have one of the slowest paces in the league.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they only shoot when they create an advantage. They just create like 4 advantages of possession.
I'm saying specifically when I'm talking about Jokic. When Jokic is playing, I think it's faster than what Luka is doing. Like,
well, yeah, he moves the ball faster. That's why he's better.
Like Luka's
exactly
similar to Jayson Tatum. Yeah, Jayson Tatum moves the ball faster.
Okay, no, you won't. I bet you. So you think Jayson Tatum's a better playmaker than Luka?
Yes.
I think Jayson Tatum's methodology and
no.
valuable.
Yes or no? You think Jayson?
I think Jayson Tatum's offensive approach is more valuable to high level offense than Luka.
Yeah, who won a championship though? That's all.
There you go. I'm gonna clip that too. There you go. Yeah, that's 2 clips now of me saying Jayson Tatum.
So 2
there you go. We got 2.
Hey man, shout out to Jayson Tatum. He might be better than peak LeBron James.
I guess.
Nah, he's not better than LeBron.
Mars, you reaching for clips like you, bro. You stat chasing, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Mars.
Hey man, I'm just trying to get out all my bad takes before we get to the PCO on Sunday.
You stat pattern, bro.
Tatum
Come on, bro.
is probably the ninth best player in the league, man. 10th.
I mean, if you think about it, the only guy who I think is really better than Jayson Tatum for was Jalen Green. But exclusive excellence, gotta pay respects to Rudy Gay, Jason Richardson, and
I was
Jeremy
trying
Lamb.
to say Rudy Gay. Yeah.
Nah, Rudy Gay a bum. Jason Richardson, nice.
Oh, well.
Jeremy Lamb, nice. But Rudy Gay a bum.
Why you let your man do this, bro? He just takes over.
What y'all know about Kevin Morgan?
I love it. I love it. I'm a fan, man. I get front row seats to this. I love it.
But he don't troll. He don't troll when now you do be trolling when
I don't troll. I'm not trolling right now. Who in today's game will fit the topic of nostalgia in the future? So like, who's gonna be the DeMarcus Cousins, the Derrick Rose, who's that gonna be in today's game?
Lonzo Ball.
Oh wow.
Nah, he don't score enough. He don't score enough.
De'Aaron Fox.
Wait, what's the question?
CJ McCollum gonna have some nostalgia?
I guess CJ too.
What's the question?
CJ I think it's nostalgia now.
Yeah, you don't think CJ gonna have some nostalgia being a 20-point scorer who never done it?
I think so. Yes.
All right, when that CJ McCollum highlight real. No, Zach LaVine gonna have nostalgia. Zach LaVine gonna have
DeMar DeRozan.
I was about to say DeMar DeRozan.
Bradley Beal gonna have some nostalgia. Basically, any high volume scorer who didn't win anything.
DeMar is previous decade player though. He ain't from this generation. DeMar is from 2009.
What about Chris Middleton?
Yeah, but we're gonna look back on
Middleton got some crazy highlights.
Middleton will be.
I'm gonna look back on DeMarcus Cousins and be like, that nigga was a dog. I do it now. I'd be like, that nigga was a dog.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chris Middleton 2080 Celtics series. Man shot 60% from the field. Like that was ridiculous series.
But when KD do it, he better than Jayson Tatum.
What about Book? What about D Book?
That's a good one.
If the Suns win, he won't be nostalgia. It will just be.
Oh, that was my question, Mars. The 5-game stretch you bring up. What was the teams that Tatum played against?
Regular season stretch, bro. We're not counting that.
Chicago, Dallas, Sacramento, Charlotte, and Miami.
Okay,
that's good.
Except Miami, all of them are
Chicago was a top 5 defense. Chicago was a top 5 defense. Be quiet.
Was that in 22?
23
or 21 or 23?
23 they were ass.
Okay, their defense wasn't. So what's your point? Okay then. Zay, Jason Williams, Monte Ellis, Lamar Odom, and Gerald Wallace.
Matchup. Okay.
I like Jason Williams. Jason Williams is like the king of
nostalgia.
nostalgia.
Team, bro. What we doing?
Jason Williams is like the king of nostalgia. Like his highlight tape, crazy.
Jamal Crawford?
Nah, Jason Williams still got it. But
I'm taking Jamal.
Interesting question for the draft tomorrow. Is it only NBA players or can I take hot sauce? We could open it up to street ball legends too if we wanted to. But
that'd be too much of a.
But all I know. Oh, that's if someone takes Michael Beasley before me, I'm ending the draft.
Nostalgia for sure. Jordan Poole in 2022 was a monster.
But we got to have a show.
Oh my god,
the draft is the real hoopers draft, the real bucket guys.
Give me Fat Black Jokic.
Michael Beasley #1 pick.
Yeah, give me 22 Jordan Poole, man. Any day.
Hoodie Melo #1 pick.
Yeah, Melo can go.
Give me Jalen Green.
You take Jalen Green.
What about you? Jalen Green is hooper. Jalen Green is hooper though.
Not for your team. He on my team, buddy.
But you're Houston.
Hey, does Dirk count? Hey, yo, Mars, will Dirk count?
Yeah, Dirk counts for sure. Dirk counts. Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Most people think of bag. Most people think of bag. They think of handles. That's why.
No, Dirk counts. KG counts. Rasheed Wallace counts. Chris Webber counts. They count. Yeah, they count.
Okay. All right.
Tim Duncan does not count.
Shaquille O'Neal does not count,
man.
right?
03.
Tim Duncan does not count. But thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the draft. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Have a happy.
Jay Wilson was it?